back, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I sold them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the gang. I told them this ain't a game.
Yo, what is poppin'? It's Finn's Take with CB83A coming to you for another banger. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. Do your boy a favor. Punch that damn like button on your way in. You already know how we do this on this great Saturday night. It's Saturday night. It was the night before the tide change in the AFC. It's happening. We're here. We get to see that AFC opponent that we've had circled on the calendar for a very long time. We've been waiting for this one. Tyreek versus his former team. The Tua versus Patrick Mahomes battle. Our offensive line versus their defensive line. Just a lot of great storylines. The Andy Reid versus the protege and Mike McDaniel. The protege, young up-and-coming play caller who is taking the league by storm. Come on, man. Don't get no better than this, man. Another opportunity in Germany. In Germany, you get to fire off on these guys. You've been there for a few days, just taking it all in, soaking it in. Man, I'm excited about tomorrow. We get to wake up in the morning and watch football. First thing, we get to see our Dolphins tear off in the Kansas City Chiefs first thing in the morning. I'm excited. You got to be excited. If you ain't excited, you check your damn pulse because you might not be alive. Shout out to the homie Hooked Up Joe in the building on this great Germany Eve. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming through, Hooked Up Joe. He's also in the members gang, so that's a great little caveat into what we're getting into. Hey, hit the Patreon link. Hey, we started the members gang over. We still rocking. We got a captain now. The homie Thomas is the captain. Hooked Up Joe is one of the members. Irv is one of the members. Hey, and we're slowly climbing brick by brick. You already know how we do. Let's go. Oh! Yes, sir. Shout out to the homie Hooked Up Joe in the building. Mr. Polk is in the building. Good evening, CB83 and everyone in the chat room of the Miami Dolphins. Let's go. Chat room of the Miami Dolphins. Let's go kill these boys tomorrow. Let's go get them, man. It's another big dub, man. It's another big dub. It's coming. It's coming. Welcome and hit the like button, subscribe, and support Finn's Take with CB83. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Polk. Let's crank it. Hey, we got a special one for y'all tonight. Yes, sir, Mr. Paul. We got a special one for y'all tonight. Andravia Shaw is in the building. New Finland is in the building. 14-hour countdown. Let's go. Canes is in the building. Andravia says 12 hours. Wait, no, it is 14 hours. Hey, 14, less than 14 now. Let's go. Armstead back. Let's go. We got to crank it one time for Armstead being active and maybe back in the lineup tomorrow. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Hey, I believe Mounty's in the building. H is in the building. Tom Nadon is in the building. Dolphins Dirtbag is in the building. Iceman is in the building. Let's go, man. Let's crank it for everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Shout out to the homie Lou in the back. Lou, what's popping?
What's good, CB?
Let's go, man. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling, man?
You already know, man. Feeling good. I just got a quick question. You got that clip? You clipped that up yet?
Oh man, I have not clipped that up, but
Look.
I'm definitely gonna clip that up. Where's EM at? I need EM to report to the podium right now. Need him to report to the podium, man. We had a little fun back and forth early on the TFTG channel. If y'all don't know who those guys are, go support their channel. They do some cool stuff over there. You got your boy Rabbit Dolphin over there. You got Ali. Shake Money be holding it down over there, man. Shake Money, the homie, he be holding it down. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about this game. I'm excited about where the Dolphins are trending. We're trending in the right direction. We're trending towards being healthy. I think it's happening. I'm pretty sure it's happening, guys. I'm sure. There he is. Hey, who is that? Who who is that?
Hey
guy
man,
right there?
hey, it's nice to meet you, man. The first time we met. I heard a few things about you, not a lot, but a few things. Hey man, nice to meet you.
Hey,
My first time on your show, and hey man, thanks for having me, bro.
You know how we do over here, bro. You know how we do over here. What's going on with you, man?
Man, just can't wait. Just eagerly anticipating tomorrow morning, bro. I cannot freaking wait. It is the night before Christmas. That's what it feels like.
It really does feel like that, bro. It really does feel like the night before Christmas. This is a game that, I mean, I'm sure the Dolphins have had circled for a long time. And I know this is one. The great thing about this game is that this is one that everyone wants for Tyreek, right? And I think that's the beauty of having teammates, having guys you go to battle with. I think everyone in the organization from top to bottom wants this game for Tyreek Hill. They want him to have a good game, and they want him to go out there and be successful and get a dub and prove that, hey, you made the right decision in coming to the Miami Dolphins.
Absolutely. Well, I think definitely that plays a big part in the approach, right? But we can't, let's be, the biggest level of focus needs to be, about the team, right? Because more than Tyreek, getting revenge, being a quote unquote revenge game against his former team. Yeah. This is an opportunity. The majority of the focus needs to be, and I'm sure it is, right? But this is an opportunity for us to really cement ourselves as one of the top 3 teams in the AFC, right? There's a lot of playoff seeding potentially. There's a lot of divisional seeding. There's a lot of conference seeding implications at stake tomorrow. So this is a prime opportunity with the additions that we're getting tomorrow, right? Players that are, coming off IR that are more healthy than they've been all year that will be available tomorrow. This is lining up to be a prime opportunity for the Dolphins to truly and completely cement themselves as one of the top 3 teams in the league, bro. And I'm here for it.
Yeah. And this is a comment. This is New Finley. He says, as long as it comes organically, Tua can't be forcing him the ball. And I'm not saying force Tyreek the ball. I'm saying guys are going to want to make plays for Tyreek Hill tomorrow. And, the implications of what it has. So I'm saying in regards to that, I'm not talking about forcing him the ball. Tyreek is going to get his either way, whether it comes
for sure.
Screens.
I mean, he's proven that all year. One thing about, bro, there's nobody that can cover that, man. No 2 guys really that can really, snap by snap basis. You have trouble covering him with 2 guys, right? So Tyreek is going to get his as long as it comes within the flow of the offense. I want to, again, if the opportunities are there within, you go to Tyreek. But if they're not, I don't want him, I don't want to be Tua in a position to where he's contemplating force feeding him and it's coming at the expense of his other progressions, 2, 3, 4, etc. You know what I mean? He has to, again, that's where the team focus needs to be the priority and not be so Tyreek centric. That's an afterthought. If Tyreek gets his against his, his team or whatever, his numbers or whatever, that's good. That's all in. But the biggest, right? The biggest accomplishment is to get the team win, not necessarily Tyreek come out there and have 250 yards on his former team and we lose. No, But
I get you.
And again, I'm sure that I know they're laser focused and locked in on the team approach.
Okay.
I understand that, but yeah, Tyreek definitely he's got that extra chip on his shoulder because of how things went down allegedly in Kansas City, and Tyreek he's looking to get some he's looking for some get back tomorrow. So, but again, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. I think it'll be a very fun outing. That's the thing. You go into these football games thinking it's going to go one way in your mind, and then you go out there and it's a totally different. It happens totally different, and that's the cool thing about the NFL is that we can predict all we want to, but these guys still got to go out and make plays, and I think there's going to be a ton of opportunities to make like game-changing plays. But I think the cool thing about us being in the positions that we're in, I think our team is really just a more talented team than the Kansas City Chiefs at this point. Now, I understand that
I agree 100%.
They are a very good football team, and they've done it for a while, right? But I think when you look at our team from top to bottom, and I mean, one instance is looking at the top 100 players, right? I think we have 7 to 8 players in the top 100. I think the Chiefs may have three guys in there, right? Mm-hmm. Kelsey, Mahomes, Chris Jones, right? And when you look at the Dolphins, we got a lot of guys in that top 100. So I think we have some guys who can make some game-changing plays, right? Chubb's not even in the top 100, but he's been there before, right? Mm-hmm. And we know the type of plays he can make on the football field with getting after the quarterback, going after the ball, getting that ball out, and giving us an opportunity to pick it up and run it or jump on it and change the tide of the game. So I think when you look at the landscape of the game, and you got emerging guys like Javon Holland and Jalen Phillips who aren't on the list, who could be there next year after the year they have this year. It's crazy to see how much talent this Dolphins team has. Really is.
Yeah, I would agree, CB, 100%. I can agree more. I think matchup, when you match from a matchup perspective, you look at 1 through 53. You look at how our offense matches up with their defense. Our defense matches up with their offense. Yeah. I do think in key areas, key positions, we've got decided advantages. And we've already talked about Tyreek Hill to some degree, and there's no team in the league that has the personnel that can, line up snap by snap, and line up from a man-to-man perspective and think you're going to minimize and really shut down Tyreek Hill. That's just not going to happen. It's not possible. So you can start there, and then you can even go, again, Waddle. We ain't even talked about a lot of, the player that I think could have the biggest impact on this game could be Jalen Waddle, because I think the approach is going to be
take him away.
Steve Spagnuolo. I think that obviously the priority might be Tyreek Hill, especially early on. Well, if that is the case, if his strategy is to, roll coverage towards Tyreek, keep a safety over the top, resource more attention and resources, attention to Tyreek, well, that's going to, create opportunities for other players, Jalen Waddle in particular. And we all know Jalen Waddle, he can be just as almost as dynamic as Tyreek for stretches over a game. And if he's in a situation where he's less attention is allocated towards him, and he's in a situation where he's one-on-one, more so than you see in Tyreek, they're more willing to gamble with Jalen Waddle as opposed to Tyreek in terms of having safety help over the top. Well, that's where Waddle, he needs to really pardon my language, he needs to drop his nuts on the table and really let them know who the hell he is. And he could be the X factor in this game offensively for us. But, there'll be opportunities, but I think as long as Tua, I think it's going to all start up front. I don't think, they have an imposing front seven. Their D-line, excellent linebacker core, trio of linebackers. They're solid up front. Their front seven is solid. So I don't think, in particular with the injuries to Robert Hunt as well as Isaiah Wynn, and who knows whether or not Connor Williams is going to play tomorrow.
He's got to go. We need him to go.
I'm hoping and praying that he does, bro. But with those two key injuries with Hunt and Wynn on the interior, it's going to make things difficult for us to run the ball with any level of consistency. I'm not expecting a big game on the ground Sunday.
I don't know. Honestly, look, I think Kansas City isn't the type of team that's great at stopping the run game. So I think they've
been good all year. They've been good all year.
Look, and I don't think, and what I'm saying is, I don't think they're great, and I don't think they've seen the type of running attack that we've attacked teams with. Like, their creativeness. I get what you're saying. Like, they've been good. Like, I don't think they've played great running teams either, right? So
I get it. I
feel like it's a matchup that people are kind of underestimating because they think, oh, we got Mostert, we got Jeff Wilson Jr., we got Ahmed, but I think it's something we could come out and do well early, and it may just set the tone for the game, like with us being able to run the football like that. And if we could get a couple stops early and, jump up, get a 10 to 14 point lead on the Chiefs, I think it could get out of hand. I mean, I don't know if that happens, but I could see that happening.
I would, any other normal circumstances, I would agree with you if we were completely healthy, but we're not. We have two significant contributors, right? Players that are playing at a top 10 level at their respect. Well, maybe not Isaiah Wynn, maybe top 15 with him, but
yeah.
Robert Hunt has been a top 10 guard, probably top 7 guard all year. And to have them, and again, you're playing right into the strength of their defense, right? The strength is on the interior. Chris Jones, that D-line.
But see, Chris Jones is an interior guy.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's an interior guy. I'm not talking about like inside runs. I'm talking about like outside zone stretches. Stuff like that. That's a little bit different from running.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. And that's fair. That's fair. But at the end of the day, if we were completely healthy, I would be more inclined to agree with you. But you got two significant contributors.
But I think
that won't be available tomorrow, and I think that's going to significantly hamper the overall run game approach. I think. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I'm completely, bro. If we come out there and we get 150 on the ground tomorrow,
I think we get 150 on the ground tomorrow.
Okay, I hope so.
I think we get 150. And now I say that because having coached offensive line, like your interior guys are important, right? But you also know they're sandwiched by your center and they're sandwiched by your tackles. So if you're getting Armstead back and you get Connor Williams back, and then you have 2 guards beside them that are kind of younger but have had NFL time, that have NFL reps, I think it helps them. And they know, hey, I got 2 solid guys behind me. I'm gonna have some help. So I'll be fine. I just got to take my steps, run my feet, and do what I'm supposed to be doing, and the holes will open themselves, right? It'll work out. So I think that's part of it too. And I mean, when it comes down to it, I think the guards are less important than the tackles when it comes to stretch, outside zone, stuff like that.
You know what, though, CB? I would be more inclined to agree with you if you didn't have a player as disruptive as Chris Jones. Because hang on, a lot of people think like in terms of the biggest, how do you
look? Mike McDaniels is going to be ready for it. I'm just telling you that.
Okay, that's fine. I hope so. But again, the best way to disrupt a zone stretch play, people think it's the perimeter. No, it's the interior. You get that interior disruption, right, and you take away that cutback lane. And all of a sudden, your running back is in a position to where if your interior guy, I'm going to use him as an example, if they have a play designed to go wide to the right, and he immediately off the snap of the football, he's got that interior pressure, that it completely disrupts the flow of that play, and it puts the running back in a tough position to where he has to count for that D tackle that's in his face. And that pretty much kills the play. So the best way to disrupt zone stretches, run plays, and run designs that are designed to address the C gap is to get disruption in the A or B gap, if that makes sense. They are equipped, but they are equipped from a personnel standpoint to do that, like Philly, like Buffalo. So again, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I am not the expectation for me tomorrow. I do think we win the football game. But the expectation from a run game standpoint is not. I don't think they're going to get much production on the ground tomorrow. I'll be completely surprised. very pleasantly surprised if they are to have that level of production on the ground tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a tall task with two guards in there who haven't really, played, but I just think Mike McDaniel's he's really smart and he understands the mismatches and the matchups. Like there's things you can do to Chris Jones to slow him down. Like you can trap him. You can basically avoid him and then run a guard at him. Like not run a guard at him or run a guy like Ingle at him to chop him down. There's a lot of stuff you can do to kind of scheme against a guy like Chris Jones, who's in the middle, who's disruptive, right? So I think you got to put that guy in some situations, in some binds, and it slows him down. It makes him think, and when he's thinking, he's not as good of a football player as he typically is. So I think, it's going to come down to it tomorrow. I think it comes down to coaching too. I think coaching, game planning, scheming, the defense versus offense matchup, and vice versa, offense versus defense. I think Fangio is going to have to do a fantastic job figuring out like how to contain Mahomes and keep him and Kelsey and keep them at bay. And I think it's going to come down to Mike McDaniel just calling a really good football game and being balanced and making them play the entire field. If you make the Chiefs play the entire field and they got to run around and make plays, it's going to be difficult for them because our speed is just it's next level. So I don't think they have the speed to compete with us in the secondary at all. Do we know who their corners and safeties are?
They've got they're relatively young too on the back end as well, CB.
Snead, I think Snead is one of their corners.
McDuffie as well, second-year guy.
McDuffie as well.
They got a solid secondary. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be a cakewalk, but this is just not relative to the Chiefs. This is pretty much any team in the league.
Yeah. Everybody's got talent.
Right. But everybody would have a difficult time matching up with us, personnel-wise, Tyreek and Waddle. So, but, there'll be opportunities. Again, it's going to all start up front with us tomorrow. And again, listen, I don't have a high expectation of the run game, like I just said, but I think it'll be just as important as McDaniel, if he doesn't have success early on, that he not completely abandon it, right?
Can't do it.
I still think you still have to account, you still have to implement and sprinkle in run plays because you have to keep that defense honest, right? You can't make this game completely 100% one-dimensional. You can't be one-dimensional on offense. You can't be because you're playing right into their strength. So
how many carries did Miami have last week against New England?
Let me pull it up.
I'm not sure, bro.
Let me look
because
it up.
I think tomorrow is going to be what we see 40 plus attempts for Tua. I think Tua gets in the 35-40 attempt range.
Really?
Yeah.
Just in my opinion, I see a game like that because remember what I didn't hear neither one of you two guys mention. You were talking about inside zone, outside zone with Chris Jones. Chris Jones plays everywhere on that defensive line.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's inside,
absolutely.
He's outside.
Absolutely.
So I think it's going to cut I kind of agree with CB in the standpoint. It'll just be about matchups. If McDaniel and maybe Tua maybe can adjust something if he sees something. But I think that's going to be the real chess match because Chris Jones, he lines up anywhere on that D line. One play he could be inside, the next play he could be outside. So I think it's just what Tua sees on the field, and if McDaniel can come up with a scheme or catch him in the right situation, you know what I'm saying? Play calling wise.
So looking at last week's attempts, Tua had 45 attempts last week. That's wild.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. How many rushing attempts, CB?
For we had 18, 19, 20. We had 26 attempps.
You see something like that. That's where,
I think we need to be between. I think we need to be between like 30 and 35. We had 26 last week, so
I don't think we get to that tomorrow.
No, I don't.
I can see that because some of the stuff is an extension of the run game, like the running back in the flats. Like there was a lot of that stuff last week. Yeah. So it's not like. It's not like every time the running back is touching the ball, it's strictly a run play. It could be a pass play too. So
and all of those, short, quick passing, that's extensions of the run game anyway.
Yeah. That's an extension of the run game.
So, but at the end of the day, listen, I don't think they're going to be able to run the. I just think with Connor Williams, especially if Connor Williams don't play, but with Hunt, Isaiah Wynn as inactive, I just that is significant for me, and I just think you got too much uncertainty at the left guard, right guard spot to be able to line up, and have the level of success that we've been accustomed to seeing. Now, again, that's why I want to reiterate my point. It is paramount that if you don't have the success, which more than likely you won't have it early. It is paramount that you not abandon it. Yeah, right? I understand you cannot abandon it. So I think that'll be big in this game too. We'll see how the game goes early on, the chess match between he and Steve Spagnuolo. But I think we win this game. I think, the pass protection is going to be paramount as well. If you give him time, he's proven he can perform at the highest level this year. And if they're able to really support him up front, and he's not uncomfortable the way like he was with Philly, like he was with Buffalo, the Dolphins should, because again, I agree with your initial point, CB, about on paper, talent level 1 through 53. I don't even think there's a conversation that needs to be had between us and the Chiefs. So if they're able to do that, we should be good in this game. But if we get to the point where if they're absolutely suffocating the run and McDaniel abandons it, and on top of that, if we're compromised with that interior pressure, well, then that could completely alter the approach and outcome of this game, in my opinion. So those two key areas for me is going to be potentially could be the biggest matchup in this game.
Well, I got a question for both of y'all, because I think Nick Bolton, one of their inside linebacker, I think he's out of the game. And then the other linebacker, I believe he's a pass rusher, Willie Gay, he's been limited all week at practice. So
their three starters are, because they're a 4-3 base team, is Chenault, Gay, as well as Bolton. Those are the three guys. They're top guys.
Nick Bolton, and I think Nick Bolton is out, though. So I think he's already been ruled out of the game, and I think Willie Gay's been limited all week at practice.
Well, that's definitely a positive. That's definitely a positive.
So I wanted to pull this play up because I like kind of looking at stuff in regards to what we're going to be seeing on Sunday. And when I pull this play up, I pull it up because the Miami Dolphins really have to do a good job of just staying ahead of the chains, right? So we were basically pinned back up against the goal line, and we get ourselves into basically 3rd and short. And we get here by running the football a couple times. So we ran the football one time, and then we throw it to Jeff Wilson on the 2nd down play right here. We'll see it. We'll go back to it because I want to take a look at this one too. So when we look at this, right, we're pinned up against the goal line. We're on the 5-yard line. And on this play, you got the motion, you got the play action coming across, the guard coming across and just kind of standing in this area here as a protector. And then he basically knows to go to Jeff Wilson on the check down. And Jeff Wilson's able to kind of make a guy miss and get some yardage, get 5 or 6 yards. So when we look at plays like that, I understand that those aren't run plays, but those are what I consider to be an extension of the run game.
Absolutely.
Right. And when you can get into 3rd and short, right? When you get into 3rd and short, the entire playbook is open. So there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do on 3rd and short. And
this year, Tua has done a much better job of that exactly than what we've seen previously, as opposed to trying to, more often than he should, looking for the quote unquote home run or the big chunk play. Sometimes you just have to be in a position where you got to take what the defense gives you. And you got guys, if you check it down to them, in the flats or in the short, the first level of the defense, you got guys that are good, shifty enough in space where they can make a guy miss and get additional yardage after that. So Tua has done. I don't think that's going to be an issue at all with Tua in this game. It hasn't been an issue all year for the most part.
Right. And I think it hasn't been an issue because Mike McDaniel is just trying to stay ahead of the chains. He doesn't want to put his guys in 3rd and long situations, but it's also, hey, when I do get into 3rd and long, I'm not scared of it. I'm going to attack it, and I'm not I'm not scared of making a play down the field if I need to, because I got the speed and my quarterback can throw that tight window throw. So when you look at this, I mean, this is 3rd and short right here, basically 3rd and 1. You're backed up and you got to make a play. We got motion coming across. Look at the numbers, gang, right? So he brings the guy across the formation just to get him as an extra blocker, because he knows, hey, Tyreek may need an extra guy out here.
Absolutely.
Right? So you bring Smythe across the formation as an extra blocker, and you really got 2 for 2 out here right now.
Right.
You got 2 for 2. You got one here, right? And you got another one out here. So even if this guy misses his block like he does, Tyreek's still fast enough to get the first down.
And one thing about McDaniel, one thing so impressive with him, it's not only schematically, the scheme itself, it's the personnel groupings is what we've seen this year, where he's really separating himself. Exactly. Yes. It's like, again, they're in 12 personnel here, right?
Yeah.
And one running back, 2 tight ends. You got,
2 receivers.
Smythe, you're bringing 2 receivers. You're bringing the tight end all the way across the formation. Again, it's a screenplay.
Right. Now, so you're getting a good block. So you're getting a great blocker.
A good blocker out on the perimeter on a defensive back, right? And again, this is where the personnel grouping is magnified, because if you just have, if you just bring a wide receiver, like if you're in 11 personnel and you run in the same screen, well, that puts you in a less favorable position, because a wide receiver generally is not as good as a blocker as a tight end. And on top of that, you got the power, you got the weight, the mismatch with the tight end on that DB out in space. So again, that's what to me where he separates himself as his personnel groupings.
Yeah, and Mike McDaniel knows, hey, that defender is not going to run right at the tight end and say, hey, I'm going to take you on foot. No, he's going to try to run around him. And running around him, Tyreek is going to be able to basically go over the top, and that player is probably most likely going to be going underneath and trying to make the play. So I just like the way Mike McDaniels just really gets his guys out in space. You bring an extra guy on the exterior so you can have another blocker out there. You got Waddle, you got Smythe out there. That's almost an automatic first down because of the speed you have and because of the blockers you have out there. So it's set up perfectly, man. And you see they're not, and it kind of shows that, hey, they're not in man protection, right? They're not following you out there. So Tua's going to know right away, hey, give it up, because they're not in man protection. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to make a play. Just get the ball to Tyreek. And if his man gets blocked, shit, we could be off to the races. And that's why you never know about plays like this with a guy like Tyreek, is that, bro, if it's blocked right one time, that shit could be crib. It could be housed if it's blocked right. Right. So that's why you do these plays, this extension of the run game, because you're not going to be able to just line it up and run it every time with this group of offensive linemen. You got Eichenberg in there. You got Robert Jones in there. You got the other guy who's 65. Like, you got guys who.
It's Robert Jones. I think Robert Jones.
Robert Jones is 65. I think Lester Cotton is 66.
And yeah. You got Lester Cotton. So you know that you're not going to be able to just pound it up in there every time. So you got to use this play action to shift these linebackers and then get your guy the ball in space and let him go operate. So I'm excited, man. Mike McDaniels is the perfect play caller for what we want to do and for the scheme. I think Tua's been distributing, so it's been working out for us, and I think it will continue to work out.
Oh, as long as it's a perfect marriage. Perfect. Tua, the play design. Again, we highlighted the personnel groupings, the play design. Tua's skill set. We all know timing, rhythm. Accuracy. Being able to see the field. Go through his progressions. 1, A, B, C, D. On a level that very few are operating at right now. It's just you blend all of that together, bro. Then on top of that, elite personnel. This is what the results you get when you blend all of that and you marry all that together. You get not only the best offense in the National Football League in 2023, but potentially could be historic. So it's just a perfect blend, a perfect marriage at this point.
And just them being on the same page, like this play here. you would think the play was dead, but Smythe has the wherewithal to just kind of leak out, and then Tua has the wherewithal. Hey, I'm gonna just move off platform a little bit and make this throw to him, and it ends up being positive yardage. Like, I mean, they're making good plays. They're making really good plays out there.
That is very, I might say, Tom Brady-esque. Because Tom Brady,
I had that argument. So there was I was watching Reason's show. I was watching Reason and Omar Kelly, and they had the discussion about who's playing better right now, who's a better quarterback right now. And Reason gave some really good thoughts about why he feels like Tua's a better quarterback right now. And I understand, Patrick Mahomes is a fantastic quarterback, but when you look at who's playing better right now, I think Tua is playing better within this system right now than Patrick Mahomes is playing within what Andy Reid is doing. Now, I'm not saying that he's a better quarterback. I'm just saying right now he's operating at a high level in this system, and the numbers don't lie. They're showing it. He's first in a lot of categories. And you can't really debate numbers. I mean, he's just operating at a high level. Now, can Patrick Mahomes do a lot of things that Tua can't do? Of course he can, right? Of course he can. But we got to appreciate what Tua is doing right now and how he's operating in this offense.
100%. And again, this is not, a comparison of resumes. We know Mahomes is the more talented player. We know Mahomes is the more accomplished player. This is not about evaluating talent and resumes. This is about who is what right the film, now. The data, who is playing at the highest level right now. And Tua is just a guy. You got to give the nod to Tua. Now you can make a debate. You can try to make an argument of, people try to. The first thing they say, well, Mahomes don't have the weaponry that Tua has. Okay, well that's legitimate. Conversation to have. I get it, but at the end of the day, bro, that's a moot point because he don't have that level of talent. We won't know whether or not he can give you the same level of efficiency. You don't know because it's not possible. Exactly. So at the end of the day, all we can judge on what the film says, what the data, what the analytics bear out. And at this point, you got to give the nod to Tua at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing good football. Now, is there any pushback on that? Do you guys think Mahomes is playing better football right now? Lou, what's your thoughts? Crypto, what's your thoughts?
No. I said, listen, I've said on the record already. After 8 weeks of the NFL season in 2023, that's what you and Ian were just talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck the resumes, just specifically this season. No, Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And in my opinion, I'll be honest, it's not even close. And again, it sounds crazy to say, but nah, Tua's in his bag right now. And
bro, he is.
There's nobody playing better than him at the quarterback position, at least in my opinion.
And it's really refreshing to see us have a screen game. Like, man, bro, the Dolphins haven't had this in years. If you check this slip screen out right here, like it just sets up perfectly. He's got to break a tackle, but that's 15 yards on a running back slip screen. Like, I mean, honestly, it really don't get no better than that. And I think what catches teams off guard is the play calling. It's like they don't know what to expect, right? I think defenses are built on the analytics also. So they're based on, hey, what do they call on third down? What do they call on second down? What's the percentage of 12 personnel? What's the percentage of 21 personnel? I think it's built on a lot of that. The projections, what the numbers say. And defenses are looking at that. Defensive coordinators are looking at it. And I don't think they can get a beat on what Mike McDaniels is doing. I just don't. I think they have a hard time figuring it out. So on third down, second down, I just think they're like, man, I don't know what to expect. So I gotta play honest. And that's difficult for defenses. Defenses are thinking, hey, on second and short, we're expecting a pass or we're expecting a run, based on what you always do, what you typically do. And I think Mike McDaniels is just playing a chess game and trying to stay ahead of these guys, for real. Trying to stay ahead of these defenses.
It's a beautiful thing to see, bro. Like, again, keep going back to the personnel, like on the O-line. Look at how they're able to fire off the ball and get to that second level with relative ease.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, when have we ever seen that level of athleticism being displayed along? And again, you can go 1 through 5. You can go obviously Armstead, Connor Williams, Austin, Hunt, Jackson. That's one of the. If you look at the athletic, Wynn as well. Wynn is a converted tackle. Wynn is a very, very athletic player for his position. And collectively, the 5 of them, when healthy, you'd be hard pressed to find a better, as a collective, a more athletic unit, a more athletic unit than what we have, bro. They have done a masterful job of marrying the scheme with the skill set of the players that you have in front of you. And again, cannot emphasize the importance of that. And again, that enables you, to be able to stay ahead of what the defense, like you just alluded to, CB, about how defenses, the opposition, they like to hone in on analytics and tendencies of coaches. Mike McDaniel has when you've got the personnel matched with the scheme, well, that gives you a significant leg up in terms of staying ahead of what it gives you the opportunity to keep defenses and opposing coaches at bay to where they can't key on necessarily what the tendencies and analytics say you're going to do on 2nd down and 5. Well, when you got that personnel, when you got that scheme, and you're getting more consistent as a play caller, you marry all those things together, bro. This is where all offensive mind coaches, offensive coordinators, the places that they want to be in.
Man, look at Fred talking about Lamar Jackson being the best quarterback in the league this season. Look at Fred in the comments.
He said, I still have to say Lamar Jackson.
Come on, bro.
I hear
what
you.
are we talking about?
I hear you, Fred, but I wanted to watch this one real quick because I think this is one of those plays too where it's like, hey, this could really go for a big play, but there's a couple breakdowns on the play that cause it not to go where it should go. Now, this is a zone scheme play. And when we look at this, everybody's stepping in that direction. You have the left guard kind of turning back on this guy right here. So he's turning back on this guy on the backside. I'd like to see him just climb up. Let 70 take that over. You climb up and cut off whatever comes. But the problem here is Austin Jackson really not letting 66 take this over. Austin Jackson should be working up and breaking and taking this guy. And you let this guy take this over, and then you have exactly what you want. So if he continues to come off and we get these 2 blocked, if Jackson is here and he's wrapped here and we have that, we basically have this guy's blocked.
The fullback lined up with that safety.
And it's
off to the races.
It's off to the races. But we don't get it. And look how great of a play this is if we do one more thing right. Like if this guy is cut off, this is a hole right here, and the next guy is coming from. Look at all that space he has to operate.
And Ahmed really could have kept it out because Smythe has his guy completely sealed off, bro.
And he could have hit outside.
If he just would have stayed outside,
fullback. He's following the fullback though, right? So he's following his lead block.
Well, that's where the improvisation of or the vision of a
A-chain might come in handy, right?
Or Mostert for that matter. They would have the vision, and they would be able to process that play and would have had the vision to keep it, maybe set it up, maybe kind of pause a little bit and let Ingo get out there and really get his hands on that DB and then break it to the outside. But Ahmed, we know he suffered what's plagued him to this point. It's not athleticism to the position, it's his vision, So but I do agree with you. The blocking, Austin Jackson, if he's able to peel off that block, get to that second level and kind of get his hands on that linebacker. Well, I think it's a linebacker. That could have been if he's able
to get that, because
that could have been an absolutely explosive play.
He's not going to be able to get there. The guards, he's just not going to be able to get there. The tackle is going to have a much better opportunity to get there because of the angle. Like if you just take the angle over the top and let him take this over, you guys got a better opportunity of getting it. And you got Ingo up on the lead block. That could be a huge play. But I mean, that's some of the things they're watching film on, and they're like, hey, if we clean up a little bit of this stuff, and that's what having Robert Hunt in the game, having Win in the game, that's what it gives you. It gives you those plays where that will be blocked perfectly, right? That would be blocked perfectly, but they're starting to get these other guys into the groove of it. So they're going to have to watch some film on themselves and adjust and see what they need to do in order to get better. So that's just some cool stuff I see and watching the film. And just, I mean, there's just plenty of opportunities for us to clean it up and get better as a unit up front, for sure. But yeah,
I would agree. I would agree. Listen, there's no such thing as a perfect game, 100% clean game. There are going to be miscues. There are going to be, players left on the field. But it's just we got to be in a position, for the duration of a 60-minute football game to where we are making enough positive plays to where they wind up, and you add all those positive plays up, and they greatly influence the outcome of the game. So again, these type of mishaps, like you just highlighted those two examples.
Yeah.
Again, the uncertainty on the interior, right? And I know that they might not be the exact same scenarios, but when you have backup, second, third string guys that are trying to play and fill in for starters, you generally can forecast more of these misplays as opposed to ones that are executed properly. You know what I mean? And this is why I think, and again, I hope I'm wrong. This is why I'm not forecasting any level of consistency in the run game tomorrow. But again, I'm hoping this is one that I'm wrong on. Please, Lord, let me be wrong. But, you got to, against one of the more formidable front sevens, and I get there, two of their linebackers might not be playing tomorrow, but still, at the end of the day, they collectively have an excellent, excellent defense. They're in the top 5 for a reason. So I just don't think, with that uncertainty on the interior, let's just hope we get enough plays in the run game. We have enough of a commitment, A, B. We can get enough, production to where we can keep the defense, the coordinator off balanced, right? To where they're not in a position to where they're keying in on everything we're doing. We become completely one-dimensional, and they can just pin their ears back, come get the quarterback, or do what they want to do on any given down.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. I mean, there's going to be plenty of opportunities for us to go out there and make plays, man. I just want to see our guys make plays and get the win. I think by now, I think everybody knows that we're a good football team. Can we win the big games? I think Mike McDaniel is using that narrative to fuel this team too. He's got to be using this narrative that, guys, I mean, people think you're a good football team, but there's people who think you're frauds because you haven't won what they consider to be a big game yet. And tomorrow you're faced with another opportunity. That's the beautiful thing about football. You get plenty of opportunities to go out there and prove what your worth is. So it's going to be fun to see, man. It's going to be fun to see tomorrow for sure. Early.
I cannot. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. We can wake up tomorrow. The game is about to, we don't have to wait all day till noon, till 4, till 8. The game is going, as soon as we wake up, bro, boom, 8:30. So it should be. Yeah. I can't wait. I cannot wait to
boogeyman. That's your boogeyman right there, CB.
Oh man, hey Bones, know what's up, man. You better stop.
Oh, is that? Oh damn. Yeah. Is that Bones?
That is him.
Hey,
Bones
is that
boogeyman showed up?
Is that Bones pulling up? Damn, I ain't seen Bones around in a minute. I've been looking for you, Bones.
Boogeyman has showed up.
I've been looking for you.
Hey, it's good to see Bones. Oh, hey, glad. It's good to see him, man.
Hey,
damn.
CB, real quick though, because I don't know if I told you this, or I would love to hear your thoughts on it. But like the big game narrative, and I get it, right?
Yeah.
But the way
CB, hang on real quick, Luke. Drop the link for Sean, bro.
All right, let me do that. I'm gonna drop the link. If y'all want to pull up. Let's do it.
The one thing I would say, CB, like, I think us as fans, we just look at the teams we're playing. Like, you see Kansas City in front of us tomorrow, and you're like, oh, that's a big game. And I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, bro, after 8 weeks, we're sitting 6-2. I could argue that every game moving forward for Miami is a big game, right? Because let's say when we win tomorrow, we're 7-2. But let's say after the bye, when we go home and we're playing the Raiders, people are going to be like, oh, that's a trash team. But if you lose to that trash team, what was the point of beating Kansas City, right? Like, right now, Miami is what we're playing for tomorrow is the #1 overall seed in the conference. But I want the fans to do a better job of stop picking and choosing, like looking at the opponents and saying it's a big game. Yeah. Every game moving forward, CB, is going to be a big game for us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think when you look at it from the macro perspective, when you take a step back and you look at, hey, when it comes, guys, if anybody knows about wins and how much they mean to the Dolphins, we should know about that. I mean, we missed the playoffs by one game like 2-3 years in a row, right? So it doesn't matter what the game is, whether it's NFC, AFC, whoever we play in, like we need to win these games. That's important. It's a necessity. But when you look at the landscape of this game, right, it's different. You're going against a Super Bowl champion. You're going against what they consider to be the golden boy, the poster child of the NFL. And you have an opportunity to say, hey, we're here, we've arrived. And I think that's what people are looking at. Now, I'm not saying this game is a must win, but if you want to be a top dog, hey, you gotta beat the dog. Like you gotta beat the big dog. If you want to be the top dogs, you gotta beat the dogs. And I think that's what it comes down to. I'm not saying it's a must win. I'm not putting that on the Dolphins because they could still lose this game and come back and beat their ass in the playoffs. That could happen. I'm not mad at that. But when you look at it, it does have big game implications. At some point, the Dolphins need to show up and beat a big team. I want to see that. I want to see that for us as fans. I want to see that for them as players, so they have the confidence to know, hey, we can show up and beat a good football team.
But we've already accomplished that.
So you're saying you want to have to wait around to the playoffs to get it?
No,
you want to do it late in the season? Is that what you're saying, CB?
So I'm saying,
we've already done that though.
So I mean, we beat we beat the Bills last year,
and
we beat Baltimore. Right.
Like this narrative.
But every year, but Lou, every year things change. It's a new team every year. It's a new season every year, right? So it don't matter what you did last year. It really don't. Like, and for them to say, "Oh, I won a big game last year," that shit don't matter to me. Like, you need to win one this year, right?
Yeah,
and you need to go get a playoff win.
And I agree with all that, CBC. I'm not even saying a playoff win. I think this team should be in the AFC Championship game.
Oh, yeah.
That should be the bare minimum. What I'm saying is just to the big game narrative. Yeah, you can come out and beat Kansas City tomorrow, and that's all sweet, and we'll be living the high.
And you can come out and get your ass beat by the Raiders, right?
If you come out and get your ass beat by the Raiders, don't
it's a wasted.
tell me that the Raider game is any less than what this Kansas City game is.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about what the fans feel.
But when it comes down to it, but this is the thing. When it comes down to seeding, playoff seeding, when it comes down to AFC seeding, we need it for the head-to-head.
Right, we can't afford to lose to the Raiders to Louis' point because we can lose it back.
All games are important, but this particular game, we more likely, you want to see how you match up with a potential playoff team, right? You're not going to be matched up with the Raiders. We don't have to worry about the Raiders in the postseason. So this, again, all games are important. I want to highlight first and foremost, but a game like this, the magnitude, the defending champions, they're 6-2. More than likely, this is a team potentially down the road once we get to the postseason that we can face, and you just want to get a better gauge of where you are as a collective unit, offense, special teams, defense, matched up against the best that the NFL has to offer.
Now,
and that's
honestly,
where we are.
Now, honestly, do I think the Chiefs – hold up. Do I think the Chiefs are the best the NFL has to offer? No, I don't think that. But – I think until they lose, right?
Well, until
they should get that respect. So they should get that respect.
I agree with that.
Hold on. That's the biggest thing about this, though. It's like they just lost to the Broncos last week that we demolished.
But it's parody. That's the parody of the NFL, though.
And that's the parody. Like what he's saying is like what we do. They're like, oh, you didn't beat nobody special. Well, the Chiefs keep losing to nobody.
Yeah. I mean, and that's
they lost 2 games. They lost to Detroit. They lost to the Broncos. You acting like they can't lose with everything. Let's not get carried away.
They're going to be like, oh, the Chiefs are not as good as they used to be.
But see, the Chiefs should get the benefit of the doubt because again, they're defending champions. They're the defending champions.
Let's not say that they keep losing to Chiefs. They only
get the benefit of the doubt, in my opinion.
Right.
But my bad, CB. Real quick, CB. My bad.
Hold up.
My bad. I know I told you drop the link for Sean, but I didn't know he was gonna come up there with that bullshit avatar, bro. Get him up out of here, CB. Don't let him come up here with that Denver Nugget ring. Nobody give a fuck about the Denver Nugget. This ain't Sean, you ain't safe over here. This ain't Mason's show. This ain't Mason's channel, goddamn it.
Let my dog cook for a second. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead and cook these boys real quick. Sean, you there? Man, bro, ain't even.
Yeah, he's scared. He ain't safe over here. He ain't got Uncle Mace Uncle Mace to save him.
Well, let me go, CB. Let me go, CB.
Fred, go ahead, Fred.
Oh, you can hear me, okay, bro? I mean, I ain't using my earphones this time.
You kind of muffled, but we hear you. We hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, man. You know, I'm really gonna be watching Jalen Phillips this game, man, and you know, because he's killing me with the overrunning the pass rush, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he's got his back to the quarterback a lot of times when he's rushing, man. I need him to be focused this game and really watch Mahomes, man. And you know, if there's anybody that can run him down on his defensive front, man, it's him, man. I can't have him 4 yards behind Mahomes, man. You know.
I do like that thought, Fred. And honestly, that was my thing coming into this game. It's like your defensive ends. Honestly, these are some of the most important guys on a football field defensively, right?
Man.
Because a lot of times they're your contained guys. And if there's nobody containing the quarterback and he's able to get outside, it creates a whole different problem, right? It lets him out of the pocket. He has the opportunity to run, or he could just pull up and make a throw down the field, right? And these off-platform throws are what Patrick Mahomes loves to do. He just loves to get outside the pocket, throw that sidearm, throw to Kelsey down the middle of the field, and make a crazy play. So if our defensive ends can keep their outside shoulder free. When I broke down the film, I was looking at Chubb, and sometimes he would come in and he would throw the wrong shoulder. Like keep your outside shoulder free and make sure that the quarterback knows that if he goes to go outside, you're gonna be there to run him down. Right?
Yeah, it's like they already commit to going real, you know what I mean? Like real wide, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what McDaniels alluded to, that early on in the season, it seemed to be more individuals, as they were playing more like individuals as opposed to as a collective.
Yeah.
And so now you're seeing more consistency in everybody sticking to what the assignment calls the game plan, bro.
Yeah.
So that's beneficial for everybody.
And I think,
does anybody actually watch the news conferences and the press conferences with the Miami Dolphins? You know,
all
that. All right,
absolutely.
Tyreek Hill already gave you the answer to the cheat code. And they said, "What do you do when Mahomes does his dances and gets around the pocket and do this, do that?" He goes, "Find Kelsey."
He said, "Find Kelsey, huh?"
So all you got to do, they are going to man Kelsey. If it's a zone, there's going to be one man on Kelsey. It doesn't matter.
I honestly, I'm cool with that because I feel like Kelsey is the type of guy you need help underneath and over the top. Like you need a couple guys looking at him. But I think if you game plan it right, I think you could use that Kelsey to your advantage. Him using Kelsey a lot to your advantage. You can bait him into a pick by having somebody underneath and allowing him to think he has Kelsey open and just somebody going to attack the ball at that point. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Fangio's a good coach, man. And that's what I do like about it is that
somebody you're realizing
real quick,
0-6 against
real quick. You're realizing that like Fangio's defense is very
please don't say that.
It's very process oriented. It needs everybody doing what they're supposed to do. in order for it to be successful. If one guy or two guys aren't doing their job, then there's going to be leaks and you're going to give up plays. But if everybody's locked in and everybody's containing who's supposed to contain, everybody's playing their guys that they're supposed to play, you can make plays in it. You can really make plays. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think Fangio has these guys ready to go and they're locked in. I think we have Holland back tomorrow. We got Deshaun Elliott. Our secondary is becoming a lot more healthy. Jalen Ramsey's playing well. He's feeling good. The sky's the limit for this defense. Sky's the limit.
Hey, EM.
What's good, Fred?
Yeah.
What's good, Fred?
Hey, EM, I just checked it out, man. Isaiah Pacheco's another South Jersey dude, man. We getting there, bro.
He went to Rutgers. He went to Rutgers, bro.
Yeah, man. Out of Violent High School.
The Rutgers guy.
7th round pick out of Rutgers.
Hey, I heard Pacheco was a dog too. I heard he come from a family of some hitters, man. That's what I heard.
Hey, Pacheco is. I'm a big Isaiah Pacheco fan.
And let's don't make no. You know what I'm saying? We do need to account for Pacheco, man, because if anybody can hurt us, it could surely be him.
Oh
man.
yeah. He's a dog in the run game. I like his running style too.
And you know Andy Reid is gonna come out and he's gonna test that run our run defense first and foremost.
Definitely.
He is gonna that they will be tested early and often. And again, I think how stout and how much they limit, because I don't again, like I said, that offensively for us, I'm not anticipating a lot of production on the ground. Well, you flip that with Kansas City. I'm not projecting much production in the air, right? Because of their lack of skill position players that they had. I know Kelsey is still there, but that's one guy. That's one tight end exactly, right? So I think scheme wise, Fangio, I think personnel wise, we match up extremely well with them. So, but at the end of the day, I think if you're not able to have any consistency throwing the ball, well, how else are you going to move the ball? You move it on the ground. So we're going to be tested early and often, just how good and how better they've gotten from week one. They have one of the more imposing offensive lines in football. That needs to be highlighted. It needs to be, we need to take into account that their line is very good, right? Pro Bowlers up and down that line. So their approach, I think, especially early on, is going to be to test that interior, the run deep, that front seven as a whole. And if we're able to, again, how well we perform against their run will go a long way of determining the outcome of this game. Because if Mahomes is in a situation to where they're getting minimal production on the ground, you're not getting much through the air, that is going to force him to consistently go off script and be Superman, right? And make plays, extend plays, and to give those receivers and their skill position players additional time to get up and downfield. But I think with the elite cornerback play with Ramsey and Xavier Howard, that's going to greatly, greatly diminish that approach. And if he's in a position to do that, he's playing right into Fangio's hands, in my opinion.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I agree.
He ain't gonna have the time.
And I mean, our edges should be giving him fits. Chubb and Phillips should be bearing down on him very quickly. Honestly, how do y'all feel about their O-line? Is their O-line great? Because I don't really.
No, they're not.
They got a top 10 unit, and it could be even top 5. I mean, they've got one of the best O-lines in football collectively.
They got Creed Humphreys.
The Broncos were sacking his ass. That's all you need to know.
They got a good center, yo.
Yeah.
Well,
I was trying to look at that too.
CB, I think.
I mean, Joe Tooney, Creed Hunt, Trey Smith.
But I think Christian Wilkins is quick enough, man. Is quick enough for them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? They can't really get on Christian Wilkins like that, man. I really think he'll be a contributing factor, man, and with the pass rush, man. Because Christian Wilkins is a quick dude, man, and I really think they'll have a hard time blocking him, man.
I can see that. Because with our edges too, it's just hard. It's kind of hard to like double team guys.
Watch, there's going to be at least 2 or 3 holding calls on Wilkins.
Our edges are
the offense.
So, yeah.
Now they've had some uncertainty at left tackle. Jawan Taylor, who they signed, I think it's Jawan Taylor who they signed from Jacksonville. He's been a disappointment, but their line collectively, especially on the interior, is in my opinion is very good. So again, that is where I think what the strategy will be early on in terms of the run game. Like I just highlighted, testing at that front 4, front 7 of ours early on. So we'll see how the game works out. But again, if the run defense holds up and they're greatly minimizing their production on the ground, I think they're playing right into our hands, in my opinion. Fangio's hands.
Yeah.
Of the QBs that are out there, Mahomes has been sacked the least, and Tua's not far behind. So as far as the O-line keeping from, of course Mahomes runs like hell, and you can't catch him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but he is he's probably the lowest. He's definitely, everybody else around him in the 10 sack range has like 600 or 700 yards. He's got 2,000.
Yeah.
And I believe with CB with the right play calling, man, we could kind of hide our 2 non really starting guards, man. At least one of them, man. You know what I'm saying, with the play calling and.
Yeah.
I think them guards will do a right job, man. I don't think the game is going to come down to them guards, man. You know what I mean? I really don't.
Yeah, and that's what I said too. I was like, I think Mike McDaniel is, if anybody could get away with having some offensive linemen out, it's going to be him, just because of how smart he is and how he calls the game. So I think that's going to be important.
Yeah, we're going to kick ass, CB. We're going to kick ass, bro. Trust what I tell you.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to get that.
What up, y'all boys, man? What up?
It ain't going to be nothing to say. It ain't going to be nothing to say, CB, about can't beat a top-tier team or nothing like that. All that narrative, all that bullshit. That shit's going tomorrow, bro.
It's going. I like it, man. Hey,
what's good, y'all boys?
What's going on, man? Hey, we was just talking about you, man. They was clowning you. They was clowning you because you had the Nuggets ring up there, bro. Why they killing you like that?
What? CB? Shit, see, you know who? Goddamn it, you know who? Get him up out of here, CB. Get him off the panel.
Hey,
nobody give a damn about the Nuggets. Goddamn it.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. I know.
Hey, why you give it? Don't let them pressure you about your team, bro. Do what you got to do, bro. But yeah, hey, I wanted to show this real quick. Let me show this real quick, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Let me show you this real quick. So this is Mike McDaniel's going over a play. I like watching these. Have y'all seen these before?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. These are cool. Let's check this out. Here we go.
This play from Tua to Jalen Waddle ensures points and is one of the most important plays.
CB, pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. Can you hear me? Hey, this is going to absolutely obliterate that whole spot throwing narrative. But go ahead, carry on. carry on.
Oh, we obliterated narratives? Oh, really? Hey, somebody said they don't like the word narratives in the community. Who was that? Was that Nene that said that last night? She don't like that word narrative. We'll see, but here we go. Let me continue it.
People don't realize how much work goes into what comes out on Sunday. And so right here you have a pass to Jalen Waddle, where if you slow it down, Tua is throwing directly.
Can't hear it good.
Yo, is it lagging or is that just my shit? Mine.
Can you guys hear it or no?
No, this sounds like a robot.
No, it's staticking out on us.
Man, why is it doing that, man?
It's the CIA tapping into this shit. I'll tell you.
We got feedback from somewhere? I think we got feedback from somebody. Everybody got a
mute. Iceman.
Everybody.
Yo, good, Joe.
I think you got feedback. Everybody got a mute. Go on mute. All right.
Jalen Waddle ensures points and is one of the most important plays of the first half. It's really cool for me because I think these guys are very talented. People don't realize how much work goes into what comes out on Sunday.
Still happening, CB. On guard.
Yeah, it's staticked out.
Damn, you can't hear it at all. I hear it good on my end. Y'all can't hear what he's saying or nothing? Damn.
It's that FSU
We can for a
signal.
minute, but then it goes staticky.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's up with this. Man, StreamYard trash, bro. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see it. Hold up.
Tua is throwing directly in line.
I hear him now. It's staticky, but I can hear him.
Here we go.
And we got closed captions.
All right, everybody go on mute real quick. All right. So basically, he's saying he's moving the defender with his eyes by manipulating him. Now we'll talk. Hold on.
Having any sort of pass rush issue, that trust is built over hours and hours and hours of deliberate practice. Saying, okay, well, yeah, that ball was complete. Let's get it right time, right there, thrown.
Right there in that window, man. Like, and so what he's saying is like he's using his eyes to move the guy towards this guy. So they want him to think they're going to this guy, but actually they're going to the layer behind him in that window right there. And I mean, Tua puts the shot on him, and Waddle's able to make the catch.
Resting his teammate, and then even though he gets rerouted a little deeper than keeps playing.
Look at where Tua releases the football. Look at the release point of the football.
Right there, right?
And makes his
and look at where Waddle is.
Yeah, so the ball was thrown before he even kind of turned his head and came out of it, right? So
again, this is a perfect illustration, right? This is what elite quarterbacks are, or all quarterbacks are taught to do, but very few.
We're getting feedback from somebody. Damn, who's good? Somebody's got feedback. I don't know where it's coming from, but go ahead, Ian.
Hang on, it might be me. Hang on.
Okay.
Was it me?
Yeah, I think it was you. Yeah, I think you're better now.
Okay. Well, this is a perfect illustration of why quarterbacks are taught to throw to spots, right? All quarterbacks are taught this, especially at this level, but very few are able to be as consistent as Tua is, as we're seeing Tua in 2023. Very few is ever consistent as even saw it at Alabama, right? So, but that's a skill level. That's a skill set that is, you can, an argument can be made that being able to be consistently anticipatory and consistently throw to spots, right? Throwing, another term is used, is throwing receivers open, right? You can make a case that this might be the most important skill set of any quarterback over arm strength, over mobility, etc. So Tua, that's why coming into the season, if you listen to me, not only me, I wasn't the only guy, but the biggest area of growth I wanted to see from Tua was his timing. And you heard Mike McDaniel all offseason talk about timing. You heard him talk about highlight in his video, timing,
practice.
right?
Yeah,
well as his timing, and is he evaluating all three levels consistently?
Yeah.
If Tua is not doing that, if his timing is off, if he's not seeing it right faster, but before the defender can react, well, this play is not made,
it's
right?
Dead.
So
it's dead. Mm-hmm.
So look at him. You look at the release point. He's throwing to a spot on the field before the receiver has a chance to even get into his break. And look at it. He's throwing it. He's throwing it right directly. And Mike McDaniel highlighted this in a video. He's throwing it right at that DB, that safety that's playing over the top of Waddle. And again, this is where the trust level comes in with him and Waddle. He's throwing it to a spot in harm's way, but he's trusting his receiver to be there within the timing of the play call. And this is a perfect illustration. That's why this narrative was floating around about quote unquote spot throwing was a bad thing to be as a quarterback. This is what all quarterbacks are taught to be. This is a perfect illustration of quote unquote throwing to a spot.
And that's not a predetermined spot on the field either. That's a spot based on where those guys
Who's
are.
talking about putting it in
a
a spot? Who's talking about throwing it in
Oh, he's saying you got to put a name on that. Yeah, damn.
Hey, man, we
damn.
We all
put a name on it. Goddamn it, put a name on it.
We all know the cast of characters. We all know, but that narrative has been, bro. It's been dead and it's been very quiet here lately. You're not hearing that narrative float around like you did, a couple months back.
Go ahead, Fred. You wanted to say something?
Look, I tell you like this. Yeah,
Here we go.
Come on, tell us. Who was it? Who was it, Fred?
Hey, I'm a big boy. I was one of them. I was one of them giving pushback.
Hey,
I see. Hey, CB, highlight Q's. He dropped something in the chat, bro. Hey, Q dropped something. Q dropped something in the chat.
I highlighted that with TD. Y'all boys stupid.
Hey, Q, yeah, there you go. I don't know who we talking about, but I don't know. He said that.
Man, y'all ain't gonna be doing TD like that.
Q put it in chat who he thought was trying to set it. I don't even know who that is. Who we talking about? But I see
why you said highlighted then? Why you said highlighted? Why you said highlighted there?
Yeah, why you said highlighted?
Hey man, hey bro.
He got quiet.
Look randomly interesting.
Oh my God! But
you funny.
See, another thing too, I want to highlight about this play too, CB, about the whole the lack of processing.
Yeah. They killed him. They say he a one read guy. He always go to his first read. Now,
see, when you look at
Fred said that too. Fred said that.
When they say that this kid don't process, in terms of the processing narrative, this is as good as it gets, right? With eye manipulation, holding that defender in a spot right to one side of the field. And immediately, all within what? I don't even know how. I don't even know the time frame that he's doing it.
It's like a 3 seconds.
Less than that. Probably even less than that. Right? Yeah. And people don't realize, but see, the people, the haters, they don't consider that processing. They don't. They really don't. They think again, we don't want to go down. I'm not trying to, rehash or bring up old conversations or whatever. But this is elite level processing here. Right,
Fred don't believe it's processing. Fred said it's not processing.
So Fred, do you think
it's ridiculous?
As a matter of fact,
some people look.
As a matter of fact, I can say something on it, man. I can say something.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let Fred speak for you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let Fred cook.
Okay, what I'm gonna say something.
Let Fred cook.
Okay, what I'm gonna say something on it is, like, okay, that one look over there to the left, secondaries are starting not to go for that, man. They're just starting to just stay where you're at because he's going to come back. Because he's going to come back over this way. I mean, it's what defensive backs are telling you, man. What the Darius Slay told you this in the interview with him.
What exactly what is he talking about?
You talking about the interception?
He's saying
what did Darius Slay say?
He's saying how you don't follow Tua's eyes, man. You just stay where you're at and don't focus on where he's looking at with the first dude because he's going to come back this way over here. He says, so just stay where you're at.
Hold up. We can't have 10 people talking at the same time. I'm gonna let Fred finish, and then I'm gonna go to Ice, man.
No, I'm finished. I'm finished, man. I'm finished, man. I want somebody go ahead and push back on that.
Ice, man, what you want to say? Go ahead.
Nah, like Fred, bro. Honestly, bro, I hear what you're saying.
Damn, is that Ice? Hey, my bad. My Ice. Salute, man. Salute to you. I ain't seen you around in a while, bro.
Yo, what's good with it? What's good? Just doing me. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yo, Fred. Honestly, bro. That game right there that you talking about, Darius Slay, nah, man, that was all bull. Like part of my French, bro, that was all bull, bro. Because they were pass interferencing the majority of the whole game, holding the majority of the game, and that interception caused a lot of pass deflection towards Salvin Ahmed. They were holding his hand like it was if there was a freaking grocery store at Publix. Like it was ridiculous. So
okay, Ice man, I'm
honestly,
just telling
bro,
you, man, what a defensive back that played, he was saying, man.
No, but look, let's be real though. Tua has been doing something that we have not seen in a long, long time for a quarterback in a Dolphins uniform, and I get that, bro. But dog, let's just be real though. Like that was all nonsense, that game that we played against the Eagles. Tua literally was like what could have lit that up, but they took away so many touchdowns and so much other things, dude. You know it, bro. I mean, come on.
Bro, I'm just telling you what an NFL defensive back has played against him.
What did he say? What did he say, Fred?
Supposedly, hold on. Supposedly, let me clarify for him. Supposedly,
he want to say supposedly.
He said, I'm getting feedback, but he said that, hey, if you just stay on your guy instead of following his eyes, keep your eyes out of the backfield and focus on your guy, you'll be in position to make a play on the football. So he basically said that don't let his eye, don't look at him because he uses his eyes to manipulate you.
Now, is that a Tua issue or is that a quarterback issue? I would think every DB are taught to. Are all DBs taught to get their eyes?
No.
Go ahead.
Nah, Fred said it's a Tua problem.
No, it's not. It's not a Tua problem. No, bro. It's not.
Okay.
Fred. I'm telling you.
But
it's not.
Can I throw in something on this?
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If you're being told that you can't read the quarterback's eyes, that's a good thing. That means that you just took away the ability to use where the quarterback's looking, because Ramsey's looking at the quarterback and he's using where that quarterback's looking.
True.
A lot of
all DBs are taught to get their eyes up to watch the quarterback. Didn't you hear?
Right.
Remember? Did you hear Xavier Howard highlight one of the biggest?
You got to play the ball. You got to play the ball.
Didn't you hear Xavier Howard highlight one of the biggest differences between this defense and Brian Flores? Why he was more eager to get it to because it gives him an opportunity to keep his eyes on the quarterback, right? And he's able to. It's much easier to make play because you're seeing a quarterback in a as opposed to having your back turned. How can you see the quarterback with your back turned to him? Yeah. So basically, every DB is taught to get their eyes on the quarterback, bro. So that's not a Tua issue. It's a quarterback issue.
So if the cornerback is saying, hey, don't watch the quarterback eyes because he uses his head and his body movement to manipulate you, it's kind of a testament to Tua and what he's doing and how he's using his eyes to kind of work guys off their spots. And I mean, for people to say he's a one read quarterback and he can only throw it to his first read, I think people are just that's trolling.
I got something to say on that.
I think that
shit is ridiculous.
It's trolling at this point, and like it's really good to watch things like this where the coach is breaking it down, because it's one thing for us to break it down as content creators in the community, but it's another thing for the coach to tell you exactly what he needed from his guy on this particular play. So that's a totally different thing.
100%.
It's a totally different thing than somebody breaking it down just from a perspective of, hey, this is what I think is going on. This is the guy who created the play, and he's telling you exactly what's going on and how important it is to use your eyes to look guys off and to be deliberate about putting the ball in a spot.
That is huge with a quarterback.
If you're not able to put that ball in that spot, we're not able to move the chains. Point blank, period. I mean, if you're not able to throw guys open, because that's what a lot of it is. You got to throw guys open, and you got to give it to guys where they can go run down the ball and catch it.
Damn. Real quick. You're going to love this. My bad, CB. Pause real quick. I see in the chat this Bill's fake crowd noise. He said Tua is a one-read quarterback, and he fakes his other reads. Von Joe 2022. Where was that? Damn. This is new. When did this happen? Where's Von Joe?
Von Joe got to come speak for himself.
Hey, man. Somebody go tag. Somebody go tag Von Joe and tell him to get. He's got some explaining to do. Tell him to get in here. Tag him. Put that toe tag on him and tell him to get in here.
Send that text, Lou. Send that text. Tell Von Joe to lead a wine tasting. Lead a wine tasting. And go
Oh my God. He's got some explaining to do with this one.
Hey, tell Von Joe he got to lead a wine tasting and come show up, bro. He can't hang with wifey all night. Tell him he got to get in the lab and watch some film.
Faking his other reads. I've never heard that. I've never heard that, bro.
That's crazy.
But you know what? I'm not saying Von Joe is guilty of that, but there was so many.
A lot of people.
Absolutely. Just the dumbest, part of my language, but the dumbest shit.
Estefan used to kill Tua, bro. Oh my gosh.
But I'm talking about the narratives. Like, people are out here saying that McDaniel's in Tua's ear on every place, telling him in his ear, right? Like they don't cut like they don't cut the communication off as soon as they leave the huddle, right? You know what I'm saying? That narrative was out there. He's telling him where to throw the football. Like, Tua is blindly throwing the football. This shit, bro. It was so much. Some of the dumbest shit you ever want to hear in your life. It was ridiculous.
I don't think anybody ever said that here, man.
Anybody said what?
Oh no! Hell yeah, they said it. Oh no, they said it.
McDaniel's telling them when to.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, that was said, bro. That was said by several people.
They used to be killing that man, bro. They used to kill Tua.
I like how you guys neglected the defense, man. You guys took a whole full hour and just went into Tua's arm and spot throw. You just neglected the defense like that?
Man, get out of here.
You just neglect the defense a whole hour, man. They gotta stop
the defense will be all right. We know
you're talking about a guy's arm. You're not even talking about he's throwing to a spot. We neglect the defense. That's what we're doing there.
Hey,
that's
Hey, no, we not. We going with the flow, Sharif. You better get with it or get
everything
lost.
is on the harm of God, right?
get with it or get lost.
Hey, Sharif.
No, man, we don't do that to a team of 11 people, right? This is
Sharif. That was not the intent. Sharif.
It's a team. Let's finish. Hey, we're gonna finish. We're about to finish this video. Sharif. Man, what is he talking about, bro?
Sharif,
I had to remove him, bro. What is he talking about, man? Stay there for a second. Stay in the back, bro. I'm gonna put you back on. Give me a second, though.
Well, what is Sharif talking about, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, what is he talking about?
He on one. Clearly, he on one. Let me finish this video real quick.
A little deeper than in a zone that he'd expect. He keeps his footing and makes the trust that his teammate gives him. Right. You can see right here from this vantage point, Tua is looking. He is moving underneath coverage to throw.
He did a little waddle at the end.
He did, yeah, he did the little waddle. But all right, back to
I think what he was talking about was he came in probably in the middle and saw everybody talking about Tua, and it's like, how come all we ever talk about is Tua, which is kind of a sore point with some of us. Is that's all. So if he came in halfway through it, it was like another let's talk about Tua for another 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? So you can see how he might have come in with something like that.
Real quick. What happened in the chat? What is that in the chat? What is that in the chat? CB? JR Blacks at H 100% Von Joe was TD mouthpiece on other people's channel. Laugh out loud. Damn, what was that? Von Joe?
Bro, they killing Von Joe.
And then H, look at H before him. Von Joe said that too.
Wow.
Damn.
They getting at your boy in here, bro. Golly, these boys pulling out the the Walgreens receipts tonight.
Hey, why everybody going in on him, man? I mean, I think Von Joe takes they on point.
Fred said don't mess with Von. Fred said don't mess with Von.
They're killing Von Joe right now. Killing him, bro.
Hit him with it, Hit him with it,
Yeah, damn. Shit.
You know what?
Man. Somebody go put that toe tag on Von Joe right now and tell him to pull up.
Man,
go tag Von Joe somebody because he got some explaining to do tonight. God damn it. I want to get this shit resolved tonight, god damn it.
Hey, y'all boys wild, boy.
Damn.
Hey, this is fun, but hey, we go play the Chiefs, the big bad Chiefs tomorrow. AFC home playoff implications. And you know, Lou, I kind of agree with you in regards to every game is important, but this game it's got a little extra sauce on it. It does. And
Yes, it does.
When you play these AFC juggernauts who are considered to be the top dog, like you got to show up, and point blank, period, bro. You got to show up. If you want to get to the Super Bowl, it's gonna be through a team like Kansas City. Like the Eagles, we know we won't see them in the playoffs, right? So it doesn't have the same type of game, the same type of feel that this game has as an AFC game, as an AFC matchup. So this feels a little bit different, bro. It really does. And I can understand you saying, hey, you know, every game is important because we know as Dolphin fans, hey, in order to get in the playoffs, you need every single game. Last year, it came down to the last game of the season for us to get in the playoffs. So we understand it, but we just know that I think we're past that. We're past the one game getting into the playoffs. We know we're going to be there this year. Do we get the home field advantage? Are we the top seed? Do we get a bye week going into the playoffs? Those are things that we are looking at, I think, at this point. And I think this game has a lot of implications in regards to how that plays out, bro. How it plays out. But yeah, what's y'all thoughts, man?
Hey, CB, ain't no greater feeling in the world, man, than to stand up to a bully, punch him in the face, man, and find out that you can beat him up, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, that is a great feeling, Fred, and that'll be it. Honestly, I think that'd be a great feeling for the organization, and for a big slap in the face to the national media, because the national media think we frauds, like point blank period. They want us to be frauds so bad.
Boost the confidence, man.
Oh, huge boost.
You know what? You know what though, CB, in terms of the national media narrative, I don't think and again compared to years past, I don't think the opinion of the Miami Dolphins is as bad as people make it out to be, right? I think there's a lot of people there's a lot of people in the national media that recognize the talent level on this team. They highlighted several individuals, right, that have been critical of Dolphins in the past, but they recognize the team from a personnel standpoint this year. They realize just how talented this team is. So again, I think, have we beat a quote unquote one of the upper tier teams, Buffalo or Philadelphia, when the opportunity presented itself? No, but they recognize we were undermanned. I'm talking about the more responsible members of the national media. They realized that we were undermanned, vastly undermanned in both of those games, and overall, they realize the talent that we have coming back from injury this year, starting this week. And I think they realize how talented we are. And they think the Dolphins are one of the upper tier teams in the league. So I don't think there's a lot of I don't think that the fraud narrative is as big as it has been in years past, in my opinion.
I think the fraud narrative is coming from like trolls on Twitter, Bills fans, like Chiefs fans, like people who we play week to week. Like, I think that's where it's coming from. I don't think it's coming from like the national media per se, but I do think the national media is waiting for us to win a big game before they say, hey, we're taking the Miami Dolphins seriously. And they may say, hey, the Chargers was a good win for us, but it's not one of those cement wins. And it was the first game of the season. So halfway through the season, teams are kind of know who they are at this point, right? They kind of have figured it out. First one of the season, first game of the season, it's different. It's a different feel. So I think these wins from here on out will kind of show the national media what we are as a football team. And this is an AFC matchup. I mean, mano a mano, best versus best. Like, you got to go out and make plays. And this win does kind of catapult us into being in a different stratosphere. Whether we want to believe it or not, it does. I think it really does.
I'd like to go next.
Go ahead, Todd. Let Tom go, and then we'll go to you, Fred. Go ahead.
So, I know what I said last night, and I'm gonna stick with it. 21. We're gonna win by 21.
Ooh.
And if we don't win by 21, I took a snap. I'm letting you all see this ugly mug. Everybody in this chat room will get to roast me next time on CB's channel if we don't win by 21. You can roast me any way you want, but I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
It ain't gonna
21.
be. It ain't gonna be a lot of people roasting you. There won't be a lot of traction around here, so don't worry.
And we ain't up on the panel yet. There won't be much traction there, so you ain't got to worry about that too much.
Come on, look at this ugly mug. Y'all can come up with something.
What I want to know, where is Von Joe? Go. Somebody put an APB out on Von Joe right now.
Lewis, where is Von Joe? I know you texting. Where he at, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm still waiting for that response, man.
Oh, yeah.
Go put that.
Hey, that nigga playing sleep right now. He playing sleep.
Somebody need to put an APB out on his behind now and tell him to pull up. God damn it!
Ooh, y'all boys
sleep early for that.
Y'all boys savages. He may have went to sleep early. He might have tucked himself in early tonight. He got an early game tomorrow, man. You never know.
Hey, Von Joe. You know what, hey, Von Joe? That's them Bills fans out. That's them Bills
Von
fans
Joe, don't let
there,
them
man.
bully you like this. Come fight, Von Joe.
Crypto,
They know, bro.
Crypto, send that text. Crypto, that's your boy. Send that text.
Don't let them bully you, Von Joe.
Turn up, Crypto.
Don't let them bully you, goddammit.
Hey, the turn up.
Don't let them do it.
Hey, the turn up Crypto, we got to put that on a t-shirt, bro. We got to put that on a t-shirt.
I've been trying to tell him, bro. I've been trying to tell Lewis and the tailgate cap and them put that y'all need to put that on the shirt for real.
Bro,
turn up, goddammit. Turn up.
I done heard Crypto go toe to toe with some of the worst ones, boy. Some of the worst ones, boy. You didn't went toe to toe. Hey, y'all. Hey,
I want to know where is Von Joe at, because last week, right? I forget where we was at.
He not gonna stop, bro.
No. Real quick though, to see
Hey,
Von
CB,
Joe.
I'm gonna drop out.
See,
CB.
I forget what platform we was on.
Yep.
I forget. All right, salute Fred. I forget what platform
was it me that was getting at him? Who was that?
Von Joe pulled up, and bro, he was acting like he was on a goddamn rampage, talking over folks, telling people I got this. I mean, just really had his bird chest out, bro. And I was like, all right, I'll let him make it. I said, all right, Von Joe. I fuck with Von Joe. I want to be clear about that. But
it sounded like you want some smoke, though.
No. I just want clarification. I want clarification on this issue. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want clarification on this issue.
This one issue. Huh?
Since I'm the only Joe in here, I'll stand in and say that video that he just showed, the coach said it himself. He was fake looking at the other guy. That first read was a fake read, and then he went to the other guy. See, that's proof. That was a fake read. See?
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
All right.
So he was actually giving him a compliment, and he was actually giving him a compliment. Didn't even know it. Didn't even realize it.
I'm saying, man.
Hey, CB, highlight H's comment. The one about crypto, I believe. I think he's taking a shot at crypto. Crypto, turn up, crypto.
He said,
I'm not entertaining the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Turn up, crypto. Turn up, crypto.
Shit. Damn, crypto.
Damn.
I don't entertain the peanut gallery at this hour.
Hey.
Damn, crypto.
Crypto, you gotta turn up out this one. Turn up, goddammit.
H, I'll drop the link for you. Hey, hold up. I'm dropping the link for H. H, you gotta come say it with your chest. We don't do
damn.
Hell yeah. Oh, we dropping the link.
We don't do chat room gangsters over here. You gotta come say it with your chest. Put some bass in your voice and say, hey. He gotta hear your voice, man. So the link is there. The link is there. If you scared, go to church tomorrow.
Oh shit! And the nigga, hey, real quick, CB. And if you scroll up a little bit, this guy H, he said that man hiding. Call TD. He know where to find Von. You know where Von Joe at? Yeah. Damn.
Hey.
Oh
that's
shit.
Wild. That's wild. Y'all boys do nasty work.
The game is dirty. The game is dirty, bro. The game is dirty.
Look at EM.
EM, this all your fault. I just want you to know, EM, this all your fault.
Hey, the game is dirty, bro. The game is dirty.
Mountie, what's good with you, man? What's going on, Mountie?
Mountie?
Chilling. Hey, by chance.
Mountie got a house.
Hey, hold on. Somebody let Ice speak. I got another man showing his face. Somebody let Ice speak.
Oh, Ice can get in, bro. Ice
Ice he's chilling.
What you got, Ice?
He got ice in his veins.
Sharif, we can't hear what you saying, bro. I swear I can't hear what you saying.
No,
Talk, Sharif.
I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling with y'all.
The only thing I want confirmation.
Sharif, come back in. Come back in, Sharif.
I know EM wants confirmation with this Von Joe situation. There's another situation for me that man, it's been weighing on me since it happened. I just need a little clarification. CB, you got that clip, CB? You got that clip yet?
Oh no, I ain't got the clip yet. The EM clip.
Really, nigga? Really, Nick? Really? Oh, okay.
Damn.
Hey, Lou being real petty right now.
Hey, CB, I thought you would have had it queued up by now.
I want to reiterate, the game is dirty out here.
It's dirty out here.
It's dirty.
It's nasty. William Perry, what's going on, brother? How you feeling about tomorrow? Come on, William. You can't.
I thought you would have had it queued up by now, CB. That audio, man.
Nah, not yet. Not yet, man. Not yet. William Perry, what's good, man?
Am I here?
Man, I can't hear what you're saying, man. Say it again.
Are we live?
He's in the...
Yes, we're live. There you go. I can hear you now. What's going on, man?
Are my earbuds bad? Oh wait, I know what's going on right now. Hold on a second. Let me turn this point off. My bad.
Hold on, you good? I'm gonna just edit your mic just a little bit. We good. Go ahead.
Guys, how are we?
Hold on, we can't hear you now. Damn, we lost him. I don't know, we lost him. Bro, we have some technical difficulties tonight. Y'all gotta tighten up y'all mics, man. When y'all come in here.
That was about to get interesting. It sounded like it.
Damn. So H is scared to come up and address crypto?
Nah, he might have been trying to get in. The link is in the A. William Perry came
pull up.
back.
God damn it.
Oh boys, hey, it's full in here right now.
I can't believe you.
Crypto?
Yeah, I'm full of when William Perry came.
I can't believe you're full of you putting the man on a suicide mission, Lewis. It's not good. It's not a good look.
Go ahead. William Perry, you back?
Crypto niggas in the dirt.
Now.
Man, I can't hear you, man. Say it again. Talk.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
That's weird. It's delayed a little bit.
Really?
I don't know. I hear y'all perfectly.
Yeah, I hear you now. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Guys, good evening.
Wham the refrigerator Perry, man.
You know it.
What's good?
First off, my stomach looks like an ice tray. So that's the only reason that I'm even referred to as a refrigerator.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
Yes, I'm not big at all.
Yeah, go ahead.
How are we all doing on the eve of the biggest game in AFC and possibly the NFL this year after the Super Bowl?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I think everybody's excited.
I'm good.
I think it's the biggest game in before the Super Bowl. You don't think we got no more big games left this year?
No, I think before we get to the playoffs and the Super Bowl, this is the biggest game for the NFL for this particular week. Maybe and maybe the weeks to come. I don't think there's a bigger game than this right now for the next couple weeks.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
I don't know.
When we look at the AFC, who are the 6-2 teams?
We got a couple more.
What I'm saying,
Jaguars, we don't play them, and the Ravens, we play them.
Jaguars and Ravens. Okay, so Jaguars and Ravens are top dogs. Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, CB, real quick, man. Damn, this crypto. You got a problem in the chat, bro.
Man,
I don't pay attention to the peanut
gallery.
gallery.
Tell crypto to date me in the chat, but not sure if he can spell. Damn. God damn.
Hey, you EM, you
once again,
hell, stop playing with these boys.
You need to handle that crypto.
Turn up,
once again, it's not worth my time.
You need to handle that crypto.
Turn up crypto on a t-shirt. We need that.
Crypto. We haven't gotten to talk in a little bit, but As far as this year, as you've seen from your progression from what I now remember the discussion that I had with you that Tua has been doing this with his eyes for a very, very long time. What do you think about the progression from now to last year and the year before, whenever we talked about it? What do you think about it?
Crypto, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what he said?
No, he was asking. Oh, that was my question.
Yeah. Crypto worried about that. Crypto worried about that fool in the chat.
No, his progression is there. No one questioned his progression.
No. We had a heated debate about. We had a heated debate about, I guess, about 8-9 months ago, about like what it would look like at the end of it. And I don't think it was super heated, but like I think I was saying from Alabama to here, he's been doing this the whole time, and then it wasn't using the Flores program, right? You couldn't use it. I think it was unusable at that point in the Flores regime. But Mike McDaniels has taken Tua's skills, especially the way that Tua can look off defenders and the way that he can open up holes for them and has used them to a better advantage. Do you think that is a product of just Mike McDaniel, or is it because of Tua?
Both, all of the above. But Tua, as well as it's both. It goes hand in hand.
Okay.
Mike McDaniel gets credit for implementing a system that matches the skill set of the quarterback. Quarterback is majority of the credit for taking that to another level based on the system that was given to him.
Okay.
So it goes hand in hand.
And I think that we disagreed on like the way that the injuries happened to Tua, and the context of them. I think that's where our disconnect was whenever we talked. For so many times, I was like, I don't think you think that this quarterback is injury prone. I think that the timing of these injuries make it look like he's injury prone, and the severity of these injuries make it look like he's injury prone. What do you think about that as of now, from the first couple, 8 weeks of the season or 7 weeks of the season?
Oh, this year he's definitely shown he ain't injury prone. But before, even the last few weeks of his Alabama career, it was always one different injury. It was not always the same injury. So the label injury prone got tagged because it wasn't always the same. It was always something different. So in this one, he kind of handed up. That's why the label came.
And on top of that, he was hurt every year of his collegiate career and his pro career. So I think in terms of the injury, I thought the injury prone narrative was fair. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean,
because it was happening each time.
If you're hurt every year,
my bad. I'm sorry.
Let Ian finish and then go ahead.
I mean, if you're hurt every single year, and on top of that, it's like a different injury every single time. I'm sorry, that's literally the definition of being injury prone.
That's what really get it. Yeah, that's what made it come from that. Yep.
And I completely agree with what you're saying, to put the tag on it as such without the context to it. What would seem, because I can understand like the way that Flores was like pulling him from games and not letting him play, but he had a rib injury on this day, but like he was like, I'm ready to play, but we can't play him, we can't suit you up for this day, but we're gonna bring you in as the backup, and then not even put your face paint on, then come in in the halftime and win the game for us.
Honestly, I thought a lot of that was orchestrated to say.
Well, the rib injuries was legit. First of all, he had 9 broken places.
Well, this is my thing. I think a lot of that was orchestrated to get another quarterback in the building, right? And I'm not gonna say it was orchestrated. Things happen, like quarterbacks get nicked up, but I think Flores used that to his advantage to try to get another quarterback in the building. He was trying to get another guy. I mean, it is what it is. He really didn't want Tua as his quarterback.
I think Flores wanted a running quarterback, a quarterback that can make plays off the run.
Get himself out of trouble.
Have his first read. Well, Tua gets himself out of trouble all the time. But the first read, if his first read's not, or first or second read's not there, take off. You know what I mean?
I don't necessarily think it was just literally a mobile quarterback. Not to say that he was not a fan of quarterbacks with mobility.
Yeah.
But I mean, Deshaun Watson at that specific time at that time, right? I mean,
it was the best quarterback in the NFL, one of the best.
So and then they entertained Tom Brady as well. So again, non-mobile guy. I just think he just wanted an upgrade at the position, and he felt like at that time, which was accurate at the time, they were too clear upgrades than Tua at that time, right? But I don't necessarily think it was just about
more like an experience.
Come on, William Perry. Come on, you're talking over people. Let them finish.
He's coming back. My side comes back faster or slower than his. I'm not doing it on purpose. I apologize.
I got you, but
I get listening to the other stream instead of the streamcast. You might be listening.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, I think what I'm saying is that, damn, I forgot what my thought process was. I forgot it, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay. In terms of his development, like I think Brian Flores thought he had a football team that could win games now, playoff games now, and he just really wanted a quarterback who could fit into that role and take them to the next level, right? I don't think he wanted to develop a guy and wait 3 to 4 years on a guy to be a good player. I think he wanted a guy who was a veteran who could come in and do it now. And the only way he was going to do that, it wasn't going to be a journeyman like it wasn't going to be the Fitzpatrick, right? It was only going to be a guy like Deshaun Watson, somebody who was good enough and young enough to be promising for the future as well. So I think that was his thought process. Like, bro, I don't have time to be waiting on Tua. Like, I'm trying to go win games now.
You know what though? And
yeah,
again,
he's in the win now. That's right.
Now that we all had the benefit of hindsight, right? Evaluating that situation in the review, that would have been that clearly it was, it would have definitely for him to move off of Tua, considering what we're getting now, Tua evolving, progressing, getting better, performing at the highest level. That would have not been the move to make, obviously, with the benefit of hindsight. However, without the benefit of hindsight, you go back and we reevaluate that situation. You can't really blame Flores because he's coming off back-to-back winning seasons. So you can't really fault him for that because based off, he coming off a 10-6 season. Right, you feel like you get 10 wins in the league. I know a lot of people want to minimize 10 wins only when it's relative to Flores, but winning 10 games in the league, that is a major achievement. And I can see if you try to put yourself in his shoes, you're evaluating the team as a whole. Yeah, you could say, well, okay, we had to.
Wait, let him finish. Let him land.
Can I finish, please? Sorry. So again, when you put yourself in his shoes and you kind of look at it from his perspective. You really can't knock him for that at that time. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, right. EM. It's funny you bring up. It's hard to win 10 games. Look at the consistency of Tomlin winning 10 games with Pittsburgh, and they're just because the last 2 seasons have been horrible. Last 2 or 3 seasons have been horrible for him. They're calling for his head already in Pittsburgh and stuff like that because of the consistency of playoff appearances and
well, that's I think that's the nature of the NFL, Tony. They want you to win now, and you can't go 100%. 3 to 4. You can't be a winner and then go 3 to 4 seasons of being mediocre and trash. Like that's and
they're
first of all,
rebuilding
Pittsburgh.
Team now, though,
but Pittsburgh is not the type of organization that's going to wait years for you. But you see, they have the patience with Mike Tomlin because they know they're rebuilding. Right? They know that it's going to take some time. So that's why they've given him this time. And that's why Rooney, he's gonna give him all the time in the world because he knows that that's his guy, and he knows that he understands that it takes time to rebuild a team. When you lose Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown and all of these guys who you once had that were promising young players, like, I mean, it's going to take some time to get back to where you were. And when you miss on a quarterback and you feel like Kenny Pickett may not be the guy, now it's just time to pivot and try to go get a free agent or find another guy in the draft. So I think that's the difficult part about
it. See, and for me, and I understand why people didn't want look at what happened to him with the Jets. At the time, we weren't ready for an Aaron Rodgers. Now I see what you guys were saying. Like our team, our offensive line wasn't ready for an Aaron Rodgers. I think that's what got him injured too. The lack of protection with the Jets got him injured. So I see why fans wanted to push away from Aaron a little bit because of the fact our offensive line wasn't there at that level just yet because Aaron needs a good protection.
Man, but I can't. But look, this is my thing with Aaron Rodgers. I can't say that that's the O-line's fault. Like, bro, you got hurt on the first play of the game, damn near the first drive of the game. I can't put that on the offensive line. Quarterbacks are gonna have to be mobile, move around, and make plays. If you're too old to be mobile and move around, you're just too old. Maybe it's time to sit your ass down.
Hold on. I mean, why are we having these discussions about what ifs and nuts? We're talking about tomorrow's game, and we're talking about what ifs. Tomorrow is what we need to be focused on. And tomorrow, we are going to take care of the Chiefs. We're going to whoop their ass. And then we get to enjoy the rest of the the day.
Anthony said, you don't think we win in this game, huh, Anthony?
Oh, wait, who's Anthony?
The track record of the big games we lost the last two big games. Let's be honest. I have no faith in the team winning big games against these big teams, man. Like, the lack of faith from me is the track record this season specifically, not last.
Damn.
And I get it.
Wow.
Bro, there's a lot of people who feel that way too, though.
I'd like to say something on that too.
Go ahead.
That is interesting.
This is the first game that I think that we've gone into a game with against a really good team and with a fair fight. This game, we have Armstead, we have Connor Williams, probably. We have now X and Ramsey. So going into this game, I mean, I am one, I'll use the narrative word. I'm one that's been totally against the narrative of we can't beat a big team, right? I've been anti that narrative forever. But right now, this game, we are as healthy as we've ever been. This is a true test. Right now, I feel like when we went into the Philadelphia Eagles game, when we looked at the inactive list and Connor wasn't playing and we were just down to nothing, you're like, this is not a fair fight. You know what I mean? And we actually did good there. I didn't feel like that was a fair. This one is. So for me, this is a true measuring stick game. It's not the end all be all game, right? But for me, it's a real measuring stick game, and I'm pretty calm about it. I don't feel like that we're not going to win tomorrow. I'm actually feeling way more confident about tomorrow than I was against the Eagles.
And you guys think like the lack of faith in our backups is because we have no depth behind our starters? And
well, Anthony, first of all, I want you to address. I want you to address the fair fight thing. Like, do you think we've been fighting fair in these big games that we've had so far? Do you think we've had fair? Because I mean, the first game
Kendall
against
Lamb
Buffalo,
has been playing well,
right? But I mean, we went in the first game against Buffalo with Eichenberg as the center, right? That was his first game ever playing center.
Like not even in college or high school, he never played center.
So do you take that into context, Anthony, or do you just kind of it just kind of is what it is? I take it into
context because I give Liam the benefit of the doubt because he hasn't played center at all his whole career as an offensive lineman throughout college and high school. He's only played guard and tackle and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's just like Joe said. I think it's important to take into context like the parameters of the game. I can understand, people being like, "Oh, we haven't won any, big games," but we haven't won those big games with big time players that we need to win those type of games. And I think that's important in terms of like understanding what's going on. I think that's important.
If we
do you think we have to double cover?
Go ahead, Ian, and then I'm gonna go to Joe after that.
Yeah, man. That when they come up with that, people that have that opinion, that's fine. I'm not, your opinion is your opinion, Anthony. But I don't think people take into account going into both of those games, the Buffalo game as well as Philly, vastly undermanned on the O line, and on top of that, they're not taking it. Those are two of the most physically imposing D lines in all of football. I mean, just to go back a couple of years ago when in the Super Bowl, and I know this is not a apples to apples comparison, but I think it's a good comparison at the same time. When Patrick Mahomes, right, when they played Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl, right, they came to that game vastly undermanned up front. Like 3 of the offensive linemen did not play, right? Starters didn't play. And at that time, Tampa Bay had, a top 5 D line, right? And Patrick, we all know how that worked out, right? Tyreek Hill played in that game. Travis Kelce played in that game. Their skill position players played in that game, right? It's just their O-line. Certain key pieces on their O-line were missing. And Patrick Mahomes wound up running for his life. We all know how that game worked out. So, again, when you're facing the best of the best on the interior, you got to be able to match that somehow. And to go into those games vastly undermanned, it was a tall task to ask us to be the offense that we're accustomed to seeing against that level of opponent. Now, this year, this week, Sunday, tomorrow morning, that'll be more of with Armstead coming back, with Connor Williams coming back. Now, we'll still be undermanned, but their presence on that O-line tomorrow is going to help tremendously. And that'll be more, we can better assess where we are as a team matched up against their front seven. So, but I think to your point, when people say that we didn't beat this team, we didn't beat that team, they're not taking all of that into account enough, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but even last year when we had the players on the team, like I know last year, but when we had our offensive line, we still struggled with the big teams and the big games too. So
that's why tomorrow's the real deal.
Yeah, and you know what's scary to me? I hope the referees don't do what they did to us with Philly, that they barely call any penalties on the Chiefs. Like they have 0 penalties on the Chiefs, like they did with the Eagles. Explain that, CB. How can one team have 0 penalties? Like that's boggles my mind right there.
That's egregious, and honestly, I can't even explain it because I don't even know how to explain it. Yep, what's going on?
Your mic is breaking up. If you have some kind of audio filter running that's doing some background stuff or anything going, or something's up, because you are cracking your mic.
Let me basically close some stuff out.
Yeah, can you explain it? Does that boggle your mind too, that there was 0 penalties against the Eagles?
That was just to make us do hard knocks.
0 net penalties. We offset 4 of their penalties.
Hey, the fix was in.
Once we did hard knocks, they treated us real good the next game.
The fix was clearly in on that game.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear him?
Oh no, your mic's cracked, man. Your mic is cracked. Yeah, your mic's cracked.
What settings do you have it on, yo? What's the settings say on audio?
Happened to another streamer the other day. Their mic was cracking up exactly like that. And he's like, wait a minute. It was Reason. His did that same thing.
Well, anyway, while he's trying to figure it out, I'm going to tell you like this. They don't get to get destroyed tomorrow. And I've actually got Waddle getting more touchdowns and yardage than Hill. Because that's the game plan. They want them so distracted on Hill, they're gonna forget about Waddle. And they're gonna forget about Berrios. And they're gonna forget about all the other team playmates we got.
Then when they scramble to go for them, then Hill will be open a couple times.
Exactly.
Hey, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you're better.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
I think Tyreek is one of these guys that no matter.
Shut your ass up. Go ahead, Anthony. But hey, we're gonna do closing thoughts in a second. We're gonna include closing thoughts in a second. Go ahead.
Reek, to me, I think Reek is the type of guy. He's like Terrell Owens, where no matter how much you double cover him, he's gonna get open no matter what. I think Reek,
he is that
Reek
type of
is that
player.
special of a player, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey, Ian, I think so. What? I think we started talking about Von Joe, and Lewis left after we started talking about Von Joe.
Oh, you know something?
in?
You are correct, CB.
So, I think he
So
didn't
you
want to
mean
be.
Lewis has
I
gotta
think he
go
don't
check
want.
in?
I think he didn't want to be associated with us. I think Von Joe might have said, "You better get your ass off the stream if they're talking shit about me."
Oh, damn. Well,
now he's in
he
the
had to
chat.
go check in.
Well,
he checked in with Von Joe.
Yeah.
Well, that is his best friend. That is his quote unquote best friend in the community, though.
That is.
You might be.
They
might be on.
That I-4 corridor up in
They're
Florida. Is that the
brothers.
I-4 corridor connection?
They're
The I-4
brothers.
corridor.
I think
They're
you're onto something, CB. I think
they're happy. They're singing and they're colored.
I think you might be onto something, CB.
Lou, you didn't have to leave us, bro. We was just talking
We
about
got the
Von Joe's
I-4 corridor connection ready for
Von Joe
Lou and
told
Von
him,
Joe.
goddamn it, he's like, why are you up there with those haters, Lou? They're up there, they're calling me out right now, and you're supposed to be my buddy. And why are you up on the panel? He was like, you know what?
You're right. You're right.
You're right. You so right. You right, Von Joe. Let me get off this goddamn panel right now.
Oh my God.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, bro.
Hey, what happened, bro? Hey. He's back, guys. He's showing back up.
Really, nigga?
Say it ain't so. Come on, man.
Come on, bro. We was just messing around, bro. Like you know, you ain't gotta take us serious when we do stuff like that, Lou.
I want to know. I want to know.
Turn up, Lou. Turn up.
Did you reach out? That's what I want to know.
He reached out. He must not get a response. He didn't get a response.
I told you.
I want that same Von Joe from the other night where he was coming in like he was on a goddamn rampage. That's the Von Joe I want. I want that same energy, bro.
Well, it's real funny. See, I reached out, but there's other niggas that got Von Joe's number up here. Why ain't y'all hit him up?
Yeah, man, Von Joe. Hey, I'm his boogeyman. He's scared of me, so I can't. He's not gonna respond to what I say.
Hey, CB. What's funny is.
I'm his boogeyman right now. He don't mess with me.
Oh, damn.
Hey, CB, what's funny though? There's another nigga on here, right? Talking about he wants that energy, but he got Von Joe's number.
Who?
He ain't called. Yeah,
that whole ass nigga in. Oh, my fault.
Got him.
My fault.
Got him.
Say, I need Von Joe to pull out. That's all I'm saying. I just want him to clear up the situation. That's all.
And I want to clear up this. I want to clear up this real quick.
Y'all do that shit to me. Y'all do that shit to everybody. Y'all do it to everybody.
I want to clear up this. I want to give us. I want to tell Batman them sorry ass Lakers got smacked by my Magic tonight. We won by 20 points. So
Batman got some explaining to do.
Really,
Batman.
120 to 101. We smacked them boys. So
Batman.
Come on, that's all I'm saying.
Hit that link, Batman. Come fight.
Somebody hit Batman. Tell him to come fight.
Somebody get Batman in.
Somebody throw the bat signal up. Throw the bat signal up, goddamn.
See, you know something? Listen. I am listen, I'm very appreciative of people holding everybody, myself included, accountable, right, for the things that we put out and project in the community. But all I'm saying is, like the other night, right, when I was on another platform and I was having a spirited debate with another person on another platform, right? See, just like how y'all come out in droves to call Von Joe out, where was all that energy the other night when y'all clearly know this other individual, right, was up there straight, he was capping, right, lying lying through his teeth.
Put a name on it.
Put a name on it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Right?
Who was
Color,
this?
goddamn it! Color, goddamn it! Who? Where was all of this? Where was y'all?
Color. You said
where was
Color?
the support? Where was the support? Right, in droves like we're seeing tonight, holding Von Joe accountable. Where was all that? Where was all that support? The whole Color, as well as other individuals on that panel.
They give that dude a lot of slack over there, boy. Hey, they give him a lot of slack to do what he want to do. He don't get held accountable for his mistakes over there.
That's
it
all
is
I'm
what
saying.
it is. They don't call him out on it.
The
They
hell
don't
that's
say
supposed
nothing
to
to
be?
him.
CB83? What the hell you talking about?
Hey, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Crypto. Don't get amnesia now.
Hey,
Don't get amnesia now.
That boy Luke quiet the motherfucker right now.
Quiet as a church. Hey, quiet as a church mouse. Hey,
that nigga got quiet quick. He put himself on mute quick.
Quiet as a church mouse.
That nigga hit that mute button with the quickness, goddamn it.
Hey, he had to come back and put his face on the screen.
Where that goddamn mute button at? Where that goddamn mute button at?
I never thought when they say they sell out on the block, they sell out on the block for real.
They definitely sell out on that block.
Oh shit.
Hey, we hold accounts accountable on this block, man. You got to be accountable to your
CB
actions
stands
on
for
this block.
sellout block. Sellout block.
Nah.
83 times.
Hey, Crypto be selling out for TFTG and Color, boy. Selling out.
Sellout block. God damn it.
God, leave, boy. Y'all boys be on one, man. Let's.
I'm
we
trying
go
to
for
eat.
2
I'm
hours.
trying to
bro.
eat. Why y'all going crazy? Shit.
Hey, EM, you going to pop in that horror flick? It's Chainsaw Massacre on the menu tonight?
Yeah. What you
No.
Y'all talking about Leatherface?
Leatherface.
Y'all some hoes, boy.
Sadly, no. I told y'all we about to watch this goddamn Equalizer 3. Goddamn it.
Okay, you ain't watching Leatherface today? You
No,
ain't on your Halloween shit? You ain't on your
Don't
Halloween
worry, I'm gonna leave the lights on for you. I'm gonna leave the lights on for you, Em. Don't worry.
Leave the lights on for him, bro.
I'm gonna leave the lights on for you.
Damn, that nigga said Leatherface?
Hey, he pop out on your ass, scare the shit out of you, boy.
Oh, shit. That is hilarious, bro.
Boy, scared Tua. Boy, scared Tua away from that jersey, boy.
Tua said, God damn, what the fuck is that? Y'all don't see that? What the fuck is that?
Nah.
Leatherface is out tonight.
We got the transcripts of what Tua said. Tua didn't say nothing about that. He just looked. He looked to the left, looked to the right. Security.
No, he ain't called for security, did he?
Damn.
Uno called for security, man.
Bro.
That man said, "Get me off the field." That man said, "Get me off the field with the quickness."
Let's get out of here. He told it.
Hey, to the chopper.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, to the chopper. To the chopper.
To the chopper.
Damn, that is hilarious. Oh shit!
Damn.
Doc, I know Doc glad he ain't here to witness. You know how sensitive he get.
Hey, Doc would have left. Doc would have left.
He would have pulled
a Lou.
Same shit. Yeah. You did the same shit Lou did earlier.
Oh,
Let me get up out this goddamn panel. Let me get up out of here. Let me get up out of here.
I swear to God, I hate all y'all motherfuckers. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Bro.
And
let's put it on record. Final score predictions.
Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, I'm gonna start with
man,
Lou.
what? This man run your show?
Nah, I gotta go. I gotta go though. I gotta go.
Yeah, we all gotta get sleep. The game's
He's
in
the
like 10
moderator.
hours.
He's keeping us on
Yeah,
task.
I like cats who keep us on track, man. I like that.
Yeah.
When we get off on these tangents, these receipts go to get to being poor.
You know what the tendencies are. Hey, look, you know what the bad tendencies are, bro.
Hey, I see a nigga with house shoes. I see a nigga with some house shoes right now, goddamn it.
Hey, where's
you know what the tendencies are, Lou, and you know it, goddamn it.
Where's Von Joe? Where's Von Joe at?
Hey, if that was one of us, you'd have been quiet. You'd have been, bro. You'd been turned up. You already know that.
Oh no,
you
no,
know that.
no,
You already know.
Yeah, I would have turned up on y'all. I don't take that from y'all. We'll rock like that.
You know what tendencies I'm referencing right now.
Hey, I don't know y'all like that. I don't know y'all like that. Hey man, let's go. Thomas, score prediction, man. Give me your score prediction. Let's go, man.
Shit.
45-17.
45-17, boy. Hey, we less than 12 hours away from kick, man. Y'all better tighten up, man.
I told you.
Iceman.
At least 21.
Yeah, less than 12 hours.
Iceman, what you got? Score prediction.
31-24 us.
31-24 us.
Four
One
tutties,
touch.
Four tutties, one field goal.
4 tutties, 1 field goal. Bet that.
Hey,
Ian, what we got?
Real quick. Iceman, man, everything good with you, man? I just ain't seen you in a while, man. It's good to see you. You know, you still with us, bro.
I'm good, man. Thanks, Ian. I'm chilling, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Iceman be out there, bro.
Iceman
Iceman
cool, man. He's got ice in his veins, man.
Ice water in his veins, man.
I'm thinking.
Go ahead, Mountie. Go, Mountie.
Hey, did anybody see the NFL fine Deshaun Elliott for that fucking
$47,000?
That's fucking bullshit. Yeah. That was a textbook stick, dude. Head up, shoulder square. He tackled like we teach fucking players to tackle.
Yeah, but it's inadvertent. But it's inadvertent. It's inadvertent helmet to helmet though. It's like
that was bullshit.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Damn, 50 grand though.
50 bands, bro.
It's
50
deep, man.
bands.
Wow. That is.
I'm like, damn, that's bullshit. He barely hit his. He barely hit his face mask.
But the dude from Pittsburgh was getting fined like that too. He got fined like that twice this year. And his game check,
Watts or what's his name?
No, the other dude. And his game check only 50K. Like he get 50K a game, and he got fined that. So
that was a textbook tackle. Head up, shoulder square.
It was a good tackle, but he hit the helmet. So if you hit the helmet,
you can do all that. Long as you don't make helmet contact.
Situations
like that.
Everything
is square. What's your score prediction?
Hey, and check this out. It didn't even draw a flag. It didn't even draw a flag.
Man, bro,
it didn't.
Situations
it happens
like
though.
that.
It happens though.
Situations like that. I hope Stephen Ross. I hope he steps up and paid him.
I want to go to bed. I need to go to bed.
Probably already did it.
You can leave, bro. You can leave, Tom. We ain't no pressure, man. You can leave.
No.
The score predictions are
important. His score prediction. He said, nah. He said, shut up and talk that shit. He said,
yeah, exactly.
What? Wait. What's that?
Look. Yeah.
What's that?
No, Stephen Ross is playing the fine, so I don't think the players is playing their own fine.
I ain't heard a damn thing.
Y'all play too much.
I know y'all play too much. Ian, go ahead, man. Give me a score prediction,
I'm not
man.
sure they do that.
He ain't ready to right now.
Hey man, I think
he ready to get that Leatherface. He about to watch Leatherface.
Hey. I said earlier, early in the week that, I posed a question. Am I crazy to think that we might win by double digits? I'm thinking a 10-point win.
Ooh,
we win by 10 tomorrow, and I think it's going to be probably 30-20, in my opinion, bro. That's what I think.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Sean, what you got for us, man? Score prediction.
I got like 38-31.
38-31. Okay. I like it. Mountie, what's yours?
28-21.
Still a hoe.
28-21. 28-21. I got you. Crypto, what's your score prediction? Do you have us winning this, Crypto? Let me ask you that first.
No.
That's not
God damn, Crypto.
He don't.
All right, what's the score prediction, Crypto?
Since we can't go undefeated, this is one of our 6 losses. That would be 38-34. We fall.
I remember that.
Okay. 38-34. We fall. Hooked up, Joe. What you got?
31-24.
Dolphins?
Oh yeah, of course.
I got you. Ian Baller, man. What's good, man? Hey, the real Ian stepped in here. What's good with you?
Yo, what's good, everybody? How's it going?
I was wondering when the real Ian would show up. Man, nice to have you. Damn.
Turn up, Crypto. Turn up, Crypto. Turn up, Crypto.
That's baller. There ain't no goddamn EM nothing. It's only one, goddamn it. We all know this.
Turn up, Crypto.
I told that
I
fool
was
he should
wondering,
have
man.
changed
It's a
his
breath of fresh
goddamn
air,
name
man.
long time ago.
Hey,
I'll never do it. This was my name when I made this channel.
Ooh.
And that was way
you hear
before
him?
I started following Dolphins content. So, you know, it is what it is.
Ooh, you hear him, EM?
The real EM is spoken
The
up.
real EM has spoken, bro. Damn. He sat your ass down. God damn. Hey, EM.
It's a breath of fresh air to be in the presence of EM Baller, man.
The real EM has spoken. My gosh. Go ahead, EM. Score prediction, my boy.
All right, score prediction. We win. All right, we win this 28-24. It's going to be a competitive game, but we pull away at the end.
Okay, 28-24.
I'm confident in this dub.
All right.
Okay.
Lou.
Fair enough.
Hang on, real quick. Hey, CB.
What happened?
CB. Now,
What
CB,
happened?
real quick. I ain't said nothing to your boy
Who?
all night, right? Your boy, right? The one that, again, the one that don't have all his teeth. The one in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Your boy.
Oh, come on,
Little
man.
Nicky.
We not doing that, man. We on those times. The boogeyman is here.
He claimed we always picking on him, right? And we're the ones that I ain't said nothing to him about his grill or nothing, period, all night. Look at the chat. See how he is?
We not addressing the chat. Go ahead.
CB, we not? We ain't, that's how we doing it?
Lou stupid. Hey, Lou, you go to hell, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, that's how we doing it, CB.
So I guess we only address the chat when we caught Von Joe, but not the other thing.
That's how we doing it, CB? Oh, okay, I bet.
We don't want it to get carried away. Von Joe not here right now. If Von Joe was here, we'd be rocking with
Von Joe doing some wine testing right now.
Doing wine tasting, bro.
Your boy must not have his teeth in tonight. That's why he in the chat. So
turn
it's all
up,
good,
hey,
though.
turn up. Y'all boys wild, man. Hey, can we get your score prediction, Lewis, so we can end the damn show, man? Y'all boys, get some sleep tonight, man. Get some damn sleep and watch the game, man.
Yeah, it is an early game.
I got mine real quick. 27-23 Dolphins.
27-23 Dolphins.
Okay, 4 points.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Is that how all you feel this game's going to be close?
Cool.
All you, even a close.
A lot of people are saying close. I'm going to go, look, this is my score prediction.
It'll be close no matter what.
I think the Dolphins win. Man, chill out. I think the Dolphins win 34-24, 10-point victory. I was similar to EM. 34-24. The Dolphins score some touchdowns. I think the Chiefs only get the 3 touchdowns and the field goal. So let's go.
45-17.
I hear you. And we're going to roast you if it's not, but it's all good. It's all love.
Yeah, everybody in this chat. Only in this chat. Right now.
Yeah.
Only
the
in the
roasted
chat.
ugly mug. Look at
Only
it.
on the panel, you mean?
Come up with something.
Or the chat too? Are you inviting the chat members too?
Well, I don't pay attention to them. I don't ever look at the chat. But I'm talking about y'all
Just
in
the panel.
Yeah, the panel.
Okay.
Everybody in the panel.
Hey, this was fun. Hey, for real though. This was fun.
Hey,
I appreciate everybody coming up.
Thanks for
All right, man.
Lou, what you got to say, Lou? What is about, Lou?
No, I just want to ask the homie Sean real quick. Hey, Sean, you see how these house niggas be moving around here, Sean? You seen how the house niggas move, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Lou.
Oh, shit. God damn.
Yeah.
What you talking about, bro? What is he?
Shit.
Hey.
All right, hey.
Damn.
Appreciate y'all.
Hey, that's them damn tendencies, goddamn it. See, he said it ain't so, my nigga.
Appreciate
Say it ain't
y'all.
so. Y'all chill backstage, goddamn it. Y'all wait backstage, goddamn it.
Boy, y'all boys something else. Hey, shout out to everybody for coming out, hanging. Hey, be sure if you are a former member or you want to become a member of the channel, support the channel, be sure to click on the Patreon link. It's going to be in the description as well. It's in the description of the most recent videos. Man, I really do love y'all. I really do appreciate y'all. It was a good show. Appreciate everybody coming to hang, man. We had some fun tonight. talk some Miami Dolphins, just had some fun and banter and just, messing around with each other. Guys, we do this all the time. This is all in fun. This is what we do. This is how we talk to each other. So don't be offended. Please don't be offended. We have fun over here. So, hey, I really appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate the homie Miss Fins. If y'all are not subscribed to Miss Fins, please go do that. Miss Fins has a great YouTube channel with great content. She has morning shows, which is great to get my day going. She goes early at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So be sure to follow Miss Fins. She does some fantastic content. Fantastic. So, hey, follow Miss Fins. I appreciate all the support. Like I said, I appreciate everybody coming through. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, do the Miami Dolphins get a big win and turn the tide in the AFC tomorrow? Does it happen?
I hope so.
Okay. Hey, I really do hope so, man. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's FinState with CB83, and your boy is out. See ya.
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I sort them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say.